Good evening, everyone, and welcome to high school football. This is LakeCumberlandSports.com. Our coverage presented by Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West, and our title presenter is the Don Franklin Family of Dealerships. I'm Paul Wright, along with Mike Kerr and Dwayne Clark. We're at PC Field, second round of the 5A playoffs between the homestanding Pulaski County Maroons and the Southwestern Warriors from across town. Michael?
Well, again, this is a game, Dwayne, that we all saw coming, sort of, almost maybe about 2-3 months ago when the season first started. It was discussed, and
August.
I guess the big toss-up question was, would COVID let them play?
Yeah,
that was the biggie.
Yes.
And the other was, which field would it be at? Who would win the regular season game? And as it turned out, Pulaski, in a thrilling 15-12 win, they got the chance to host this game, and other than that, it's a toss-up.
It is, and these two teams, I think, have collectively won 17 games and lost 2.
17-2. That's a pretty nice sounding number. John Hines had met with Paul Wright. He's going to stand by, and we're going to see what the old ball coach has to say.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Coach Johnny Hines Show. I'm Paul Wright with the Pulaski County Coach. This is LakeCumberlandSports.com. Ready for the second round of the playoffs between Pulaski County and Southwestern. As always, Coach, let's go back a week, talk about the 33-12 win over North Laurel, and I thought your defense played extremely well.
One of the best defensive games we've played all season, Paul, really was, from start to finish. I think North Laurel averaged less than 2 yards per rush for the game. Just an outstanding game plan from our coaches, and great job by the players, and really put North Laurel in some tough situations and gave us the upper hand in the game.
Again, as you like to do at the end of the first half, the beginning of the second half, you put points on the board, 2 touchdowns late in the first half, and that didn't seal it, but it went a long way toward it.
Well, that's always, but you know that, you've been around this a long time. Mm-hmm. That's always our plan going in. We want to try to control the ball and the clock at the end of the first half,
right,
and try to score and then get the ball to start the second half, and that's always something that we try to plan. Kids did a great job. I thought they played extremely well in a lot of phases. Their kicking game was really good. Mm-hmm. Flipped the field on them time after time, and so just an overall good win for us, especially when you consider we had the 2-week layoff.
Right.
So I thought we played a lot better than we expected to.
I'm looking at your offense as it goes through the game, and it just didn't seem to be in rhythm. And then there's 467 yards on the board when you get done.
I guess that's a compliment. I don't know. But, we did make some mistakes. The biggest thing that stood out to me in the game on the negative side was that we didn't convert on certain times that we needed to keep drives alive. We had good long drives, and then we broke down, or we had penalties kill a drive, things like that. Those are things that you can't do in a playoff. So we did move the ball up and down the field, no doubt about that. And I thought a lot of guys played well. And Bryson continues to get better with each game that he plays. And Barrett Williams has just had a phenomenal season and continues to be a force on the field. And it was great to see guys like Jake Shepard and Chandler Godby and Antonio Palmer made some big plays when he caught the ball, some runs after the catch. Braden Gibson, all those guys really did a good job. I thought we ran the ball better maybe than we have all season.
I think so,
Donovan Abbott ran the ball well. I think he was our top ball carrier. So a lot of good things came out of that, but as always, we're looking for ways to improve. And I think the big thing for us going into this game and improving is just converting those drives into points that we left on the field.
Your offensive line had to play a big part in that as far as opening those holes to get that running game going.
Did a good job, one of the best efforts that we've had, and it's been a constant shuffle on the offensive line all season. Mm-hmm. We've had guys in and out of that lineup and back and forth, had guys some injuries that were out and came back, and then we've had some different guys in different positions, and it's really never gotten solidified, to be honest with you. If you go back, Paul, I'm not sure we've started the same 5 guys at the same 5 positions 2 games in a row. So that's been tough on us, but the kids come out and work hard and they get after it every day, and so we'll eventually get that figured out.
I want to talk about the 2 guys you mentioned earlier in Donovan Abbott and Antonio Palmer. Both those guys got loose a little bit last week. They're both faster than I thought they were.
Well, they definitely are. We really don't know how fast Barrick is yet. We haven't had a chance to get a clock on him, but he numerous times in the game he looks like the fastest guy on the field. He broke a run there right before the half. You mentioned scoring before the half on a little play, and had a long touchdown run, and then he had a long run in the third quarter that they finally tracked him down. It didn't turn into a touchdown. It was about a 60 or 70-yard run. It was impressive. He's got a lot of ability. He really does. He's an amazing player. Antonio has done a great job. He's kind of been up and down this season, but when he's on, he's on.
He can run.
And he showed some big playability.
Abbott has gotten better and better, and again, he's bigger than you think he is just watching him.
Yeah, he's faster than you think he is.
That's what I'm saying.
Man,
yeah,
it really is. And he runs the ball hard. Like I said, we haven't done a good job overall on the season as far as running the football. We have as much as we would want to.
Right.
But he's done a good job running the football and doing the things that the running back has to do. And when there is seams there for him to run in, he's proven that he can bust up in there and make big plays. And so he's done a good job there. Only a sophomore. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
That's a look back at North Laurel. We'll turn our attention to the Warriors when we come back. This is LakeCumberlandSports.com.
And that was the old ball coach, John Hines, as we get ready for playoff action. And again, prior to going to the break, I'm Mike Kerr. He's Dwayne Clark. And this is Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West High School football, presented by the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships here on LakeCumberlandSports.com. Tonight, we are the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. And Dwayne, we mentioned that, we talk a lot off the air. People that know me know I talk all the time, but we talk a lot about things, and we did anticipate when the season started this game.
Without a doubt.
No surprise to anybody.
No.
What you hope for is you would get to this point, everybody would be healthy, because this is a rivalry. If you have a rivalry like Kentucky and Tennessee, it's not a rivalry. Kentucky wins one every 25 years or something like that. But yeah, I mean that in football. Here, this is a one-game difference in the history of these two schools. It's a toss-up.
Yes.
I look back at some of the scores. There's been a couple routes, a couple blowouts in the 20-some-odd times these teams, 30 times they've played each other.
Right.
Usually what you get is a lower-scoring game than normal for these two teams and a slobber knocker of a football game, and it comes down to somebody making a play late in the football game.
It does every time. I mean, there's so many key plays. Every play is important, and when we get to the keys of the game, we'll cover a little bit more of that. But you're right, Mike. Every possession is important. I mean, it's down to 15-12 last game, and it went down to the last 6 seconds.
Yes.
So that's the kind of game we expect to get tonight.
You look last week, Pulaski put 33 up. Southwestern put 40-some on the board. The week before that, Southwestern threw big numbers up. Pulaski put 40-some on the board. The numbers have been video numbers.
Yes.
When these two teams just look back till they played each other, and you see the score just get down there in that low groove.
Right.
And I expect tonight, if you get 24 on the board in this football game, I like your chances.
Yeah,
I like your chances.
And of course, we've been wrong before, but
recently, consistently.
But that's a good call there. 24. I'd like the chances of the team scoring that winning.
We've been blessed again. It's a little cool tonight, but it's a beautiful night for football.
Football weather.
And it is.
It is.
And
you need a sweatshirt on.
That's about all you can ask for this time of year. If you can get nothing falling and a temperature above 40 degrees, you've been blessed, and we have a beautiful night for football. And somebody said, gosh, PC's field looks great. I set you up. There's a softball lob.
I haven't played on it.
They've only played 3 games on it this year, so it ought to look good. But again, before we go and get John Hines' second segment of the Coach's Show, let's thank Brian Miller and everybody here at Pulaski County High School for making this, and all of our sponsors for making this happen, because, guys, tickets are hard to come by for these football games right now in the COVID world. There are literally hundreds, and I mean that, of people here tonight instead of thousands of people here tonight because of the restrictions on tickets. So a lot of people watching this. If you are, we've got some sponsors out there that you need to thank, and Brian Miller would be in that mix too, here, the AD at Pulaski. Tell you what, I've done enough advertising. Why don't we go see what the old ball coach has got to say?
I'm Paul Wright, back with Pulaski County Coach Johnny Hines. Pulaski County and Southwestern, who'd have thought it?
We told the kids when we had our team meeting this weekend, going all the way back to June 15th when we started the conditioning deal in the middle of the COVID summer, and nobody knew if we were going to have a season or not, and it was all so crazy and so many unanswered questions. What if we told you that on Thanksgiving weekend we're playing Southwestern for the district championship at home? Would you be excited? So everybody's fired up about this one.
I think I read somewhere since 2009 it's been one or the other for a district championship.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's probably right, yeah. And I want to say this too.
Okay, sure.
We had this planned a long time ago. Years ago, we never used to play late in the season.
Right.
And we got it organized several years ago to play Southwestern as the last district game, and it's been that way for several years.
Right.
But the plan back then was that hopefully that game would become the district championship game.
Right.
And as you said, for the last 10, 12 years, it's what it's been. So that's kind of neat. I hope fans enjoy that part.
The Warriors don't really try to surprise you with what they do. They try to line up and run over you.
Yeah, they're not going to trick you. They've got two outstanding running backs, and Gideon Brainerd and Tanner Wright, and they just do a good job up front on the offensive line. They come off the ball well. Mason Hibbard, the other back that's kind of lost in the shuffle, has really ran the ball well down the stretch here for him. And we're seeing him playing a lot more Wildcat-style quarterback and running the ball. So they really run the ball well and do a good job with that, and that's their base game. They're going to try to beat you running the football off tackle, running around the end, and doing old-fashioned things, and it's been successful for them so far.
Wright is a good, tough physical runner, and he can come inside as well as outside. Brainerd will just try to go straight up the middle and run over you.
Brainerd's he's a fullback. The old-fashioned fullback, likes to run hard and runs through tackles. And as you said, Wright can run physically as well.
Oh, yeah.
He's hard to tackle. Both those guys got good size and run hard. So, it's a tough situation because you get a one-on-one situation against some of our defenders. Some of our guys on the field physically may not be able to tackle one of those guys, so you got to get more than one guy there, so that makes it tough. But give them credit; they've had a great season. They do a great job,
and they throw it well enough. You can't just pack it on them.
They do. You got to give Crabtree a lot of credit. There's been a lot of talk about how Southwestern doesn't have a quarterback, and quarterback play's not been good. I think he's done a great job, and he's gotten better as the season goes along. Caden Hewitt's a good receiver. They got Ian Ware is a good receiver. By the way, all three of those guys, went to Northern Middle School. I'll just throw that in there.
Sure.
But anyway, all those guys are good players and good receivers, and Crabtree's gotten better throwing the football. So their passing game has evolved much better as the season's gone on, which helps them in the run game.
Defensively, what do they say?
Well, they're a mix of a 34 front and sometimes a 4-3 front. They like to go back and forth.
Right.
They tend to play a lot more three-man line against us in the past several meetings, so we're expecting that. However, we do expect them to drop into their four-man front when they need to in a short yardage situation like that. But we're prepared for both. We just got to go out and execute offensively and do the things that we do and do them consistently, as I said before.
Right.
Not just for 6 or 7 plays and have a breakdown advantage for them. It's hard to play against a spread team, just as you said, unless those guys can do those kinds of things. So they do have that advantage. They do it well, and they're good blitzers when they bring them off the edge. So they've got the tools to be just an outstanding defense.
What has to happen?
Well, it's old adage, and we talk about it all the time, especially when you get this deep in the playoffs. Obviously turnovers are huge. You got to take care of the ball. You can't turn the ball over. I think we've got to do a great job in the kicking game. Put them on a long field, make them drive many plays, in a series, and try to force mistakes that way. And at the same time, the better we can set our offense up and our young quarterback up for a short field, that's going to be in our advantage. So special teams are big. Can't turn the ball over. I think the team that turns it over the most is going to lose.
Probably, yeah.
And we got to do a good job on special teams. And then as always on defense and offense, we just at this time of year you just got to execute.
Right.
It's not like you come in here and do new things or different things. The old dance with the one that brung you still holds true. You just go do what you do, and you got to play well. We got to tackle well defensively. Both of these running backs make a living on yards after contact.
Yes, sir.
So we got to do a good job in that sense. And then, as I said, offensively, we got to do a good job running the ball to take some pressure off our young quarterback. and just do the things that we do and do them well. We got to do them a little bit better than they do them if we're going to win a game.
Good luck.
Thanks.
That's Pulaski County Coach Johnny Hines. This is LakeCumberlandSports.com.
Don't feel great? Just can't wait? Quick Care's open late. Just walk in for accidents and illnesses or for health services like physicals and flu shots. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West for over a decade on Hale Knob Road, just behind the hospital.
The people of this great land are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
Don't feel great? Just can't wait? Quick Care's open late. Just walk in for accidents and illnesses or for health services like physicals and flu shots. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West for over a decade on Hale Knob Road, just behind the hospital.
And welcome back, as we've just heard from John Hines, and welcome back to PC Field. We are, 10 minutes away, 9 minutes away from kickoff here tonight. Pulaski County entertaining Southwestern in the district championship game that, again, this is what it's all about. Dwayne Clark, Mike Kerr and Dwayne Clark with you. Paul Wright, the voice of the Maroons, will join us here in just a few minutes. But this is what it's all about.
It is.
You know, these kids go to practice, and, of course, this year was different, so anytime I say anything, somebody will say, no, they didn't. In a normal year, these kids start practice in the spring, then they do a whole bunch in the summer, and then fall comes, and it's a conditioning thing, and we've had interruptions of weeks and stuff. But anyway, in a normal year, this is what you go through, all that sweat in the spring and all that heat in the summertime, and a chance to come play against your crosstown rival. And I won't, although I have a chance, I won't mention that could be done in other places too. But tonight, these kids have got something they're going to talk about, these young men. That's something they're going to talk about the rest of their lives.
Yeah, this is what they do why they do all that, Mike. And here we are, Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, you practice on Thanksgiving. That's the mantra around the state of Kentucky.
You're still playing then. You've had a good season, and both these teams have really had a great season. I mean,
well, like you said, what are they, 17-2?
17-2. I think Pulaski's won 8 in a row. Southwestern's their only loss to Pulaski.
You know, if you look at high school sports, there are rivalries around the state that people used to throw up. You know, you'd be talking and when you hear Bull County, Danville, just pull one out of the air.
Yeah.
Even Somerset, Danville, if you want to go there to stay close to home. But there's all around the state there are rivalries. This has developed into a healthy respect. Now, I know some of the fans are not well behaved at times and all that, but these kids actually look forward to playing each other, and there's a lot of pride on this football field because they realize that the guys wearing the other color uniforms want it just as badly as they do.
And they know each other. And
yes, they do.
They see each other every year for 4 years. And so, yeah, they know their tendencies. These teams know each other really well.
Let's talk about it. We know them pretty well. We've seen them over the years. Coach Foley's football team, I don't think it's a mystery. they usually have a couple guys who can tote the football, and they'll run a pretty varied running offense. But their wish is they're going to line up and they're going to run the football till you get tired of them running the football. And they've got two young men, at least two, that we'll mention, and there are others, in Tanner Wright and Gideon Brainerd, that can get it done.
Yeah, and they're two different styles of running, if you will. I mean, Wright is, he's the, I don't call him speed back.
Quick back.
He's the quick back. Brainerd is, as Coach Hines mentioned, he's a true fullback. He's a bruiser. You got to wrap him because he's going to carry you a ways.
Remember this game last year when they forgot to tackle him at the line of scrimmage on a simple dive, and he went 60 or so to the house with it? So that's pretty much what they like to do on defense. This is a hard-nosed defensive football team.
It is.
Coach Hines mentioned they'll play some 3-4, some 4-3. I don't care what defensive front they're in. Their defensive front, their men, they play it that way, and you're going to have to earn what you get.
They've only given up like a little over 800 yards total.
In the season.
Yes, on the season.
Well, if you look at Pulaski got barely 2 and change against them.
Exactly. About 220, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So, again, we're okay, let's jump to the injury side. We had heard that maybe Crabtree had been hurt, but I understand he is going to play. That is what we've been told, the quarterback.
He was out there in warm-ups.
We just go on what we see.
Yes.
Pulaski County, Drew Polson broke the ankle, whatever bone that was broken in the East Jess game. He's still out.
He will not.
So Pulaski County will have Duggar, who stepped in the first game against Southwestern. That was his initial start, if I'm not mistaken.
Welcome to quarterback.
Welcome to high school football. And anyway, he will be there. And tonight, Pulaski County, they lost probably one of their better defenders on the front, and that's going to hurt. And they've got 2 or 3 guys who we were told may or may not dress. We're going to have to wait to game time on a couple others. So we're just going to. We're going to play it by ear, and you'll be able to see it when we see it tonight, and that's a good thing.
Yes, I mean, and the coaches will say, I mean, that's unfortunate. You hate that for the kids especially, but this time of the year, somebody else has got to step up.
Next man up.
Yes, and that's why as a coaching staff they like to play a lot of players because you never know when it's your time.
Coach Hines mentioned it in his show. I'm going to reiterate it because we talked about it before we heard what he had to say. Turnover is going to be huge in this football game. Pulaski won the first one 15-12. They turned it over 3 times to 1. They will not get away with that tonight. If you turn it over a couple more times than the other team, odds are you're going to get beat.
It's key. I mean, a game as close as we expect this to be, turnovers, special teams, and I think that if Southwestern can run the ball, I think a switch team can run the ball and throw when they want.
I think you're exactly right. Pulaski got a couple playmakers. We didn't mention Barrett Williams, and we should because he's become a for real weapon.
He is.
And they've used him more in the run game a little bit recently. And then I want to mention Tristan Cox because in the first game, the winning touchdown was what they call the Wild Pirate. I think Paul's telling me that is now. They just lined up and for about 8 straight plays said somebody tried to stop him, and they couldn't. And then I think he had an interception on defense. He's got to come up big, but on a night like this, you can't have 1 or 2 guys step up. Everybody's got to play their role for you to get a win in a game like this.
It's a collective effort. To beat a good team, you've got to be a better team.
And to beat a good team, you've got to beat them.
Yes.
Neither one of these teams are going to go away.
No.
Whoever gets ahead, if you turn your head, you'll be right back behind because these 2 teams, and they will get after each other. That's what I love. We've got the windows out.
We do.
We're getting a little taste of the weather.
Yes.
And the good news is
bad moon rising above.
There is a bad moon rising. There is a full moon. I don't know if you could you have a prettier night for football?
You could not.
You said something about they were playing somewhere in South Florida today, one of those college games. Yeah. Maybe, but again, want to thank everybody that helped make this possible. The Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West, our title sponsor, and the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships. And if you're watching us, this is the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Here on Lake Cumberland Sports, we've got Kevin, the main man, in the booth, so we've got to be good tonight. Pat's with us. We've got Josh and Michael in the other booth over here, and I'm not sure who we got down on the field. I know we got
Jeremiah's down there.
Jeremiah's down there, and I think Nick's running around taking pictures down there. So we've got a pretty good crowd. Hey, by the way, they scalped tickets for this football game. Here's Paul, the voice of the Maroons.
Bryston Brown is on the field, by the way. We were wondering about him. For Pulaski County on offense, they will receive the kickoff. Jason McHugh, Hunter Mason, Declan Hayes, Leighton Abbott, Carter Crane up front. The tight end, Braden Gibson. The wideouts, Chandler Godby, Barrick Williams, Donovan Abbott in the slot, Tristan Cox, the running back, and Bryson Duggar is the quarterback. For Southwestern, the 3-4, Dylan Asher, Gideon Brainerd, and Cody Harmon up front. Christian Kelly, Hegan Galloway, Rowan Pennington, Nathan Van over the linebackers. The corners, J.J. Hutchinson and Ethan Ware. The safeties, Ian Ware and Mason Hibbert. But Southwestern will get ready to put the ball on the tee, and Caleb Adams, Barrick Williams are deep. And for Southwestern, Caleb Moore looks like he's going to do the kicking.
You ready to do this?
Let's do this.
Ready to go, Dwayne?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
The clock's got to wind down about 10 more seconds, and they'll reset it. We'll be good to go.
There is a clock in football. Do you know that?
There is.
There's more than one, by the way, in this game.
Obviously, Pulaski lost the coin toss.
Yes,
they did.
They did, yes.
I'll give you the fashion report here momentarily.
All right. Waiting on a whistle. Now we're good to go. Moore moves on the football, and it is angled to the far side, taken at the 19-yard line by Adams. Cuts to the middle, 20, 25, 30, out to the 33-yard line before he is hit and dropped down. Pulaski County will take over right there. Jonas Gallagher, one of the Warriors on the stop.
We'll give you our Magic Monograms fashion report tonight. They're conveniently located on Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger. There's a place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your design on medical, athletic, uniforms, corporate, and school apparel. Here goes Paul. I'll finish that in a moment.
Pulaski County opens in the Wild Pirates. Southwestern with 8 guys on the line of scrimmage. And Cox will run for a yard. Southwestern moved a whole boatload of players off the field and got some beef up front on that play.
Magic Monograms fashion report. Pulaski is in the dark uniforms. They are silver helmets as usual. Are those jerseys black or are they maroon?
They're black.
They're black with black pants?
Yes, sir.
Southwestern in the white, the Olympic blue and orange numerals, and the blue pants and orange helmets.
2 receivers left, 3 to the right. Duggar in an empty backfield on 2nd and 9. Will shuffle pass to Abbott. Cuts it up to 35 and lunges out to the 38, maybe the 39-yard line. We'll see where they put it. Closer to the 39. It will bring up 3rd down and 4.
Still, if you're Southwestern, you've got Pulaski in 3rd and medium.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of where you're going to see a lot of that tonight, I think.
Sure.
We didn't give you the whitest cabinets keys to the game. We actually did. Turnovers.
If you want to read the spot in a second,
I will.
Can, yeah. Turnovers. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. On 3rd and 4, Cox in the backfield to the left of Duggar. Duggar straight back. Getting pressure, rolling right. If he takes it and goes, he's got a 1st down. And he will. 45, 50, steps out of bounds in Southwestern territory. That is a Turner Realty Group 1st down for Pulaski County, and Brandon Duggar saw the same thing I saw.
Yeah, the linebacker on that side just left home, and they ran him off. And as you said, Duggar at about the 40. You said if he wants to, it's his.
Yeah.
And nice play. Initial 1st down of the game.
Yes, sir.
Saw a little more of that last week with Duggar.
We did, yeah. Getting more comfortable, as Mike said. He's only been doing this about 4 games.
Yeah. Four district games,
Yes.
4 games against good opponents.
Pulaski County, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They're on the short side of the field. Abbott goes in motion to the right side. Duggar takes it, hands off to Cox. We'll get whistles before we go.
Play clock.
Yep.
If you can believe that.
I do not. If that's the delay of game against Pulaski, that's the first one I remember.
It was. They had a little
They
motion and didn't get the snap off. But I looked, and the official, the back judge, was staring at the play clock. So
1st and 15 from their own 47.
I said there were 2 clocks in this game.
Yes, sir. Pulaski comes out, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, and twin backs in Abbott and Cox. Duggar takes it, fakes it, throws to Williams, overthrows him, and Gibson almost caught it on the bounce at the 45. It'll bring up 2nd down and 15 on the incomplete pass.
Gibson almost caught it on the bounce, but you had a hand of a Southwestern defender in the middle of all that too. So that high throw, those you can't do.
No.
Probably a cold night. I'd say that football feels a little different than it has been feeling.
Yeah, and it's going to get colder as the week moves along. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on second down. Hand off to Cox, straight up the gut. Got maybe to the line of scrimmage, maybe a foot or so more. It'll be 3rd and 15.
Yeah, Southwestern did a really nice job of submarining that one. I tried to get a number as he got up, but
my best guess is, and Johnny ran that Wild Pirate first thing to see what Southwestern was going to do. I'll bet that they concentrated on Cox with the football.
You just got to mix it in every now and then, and then if you get down around the goal line, you got to trust it.
Sure. All right, 3rd and long. Single receiver each way, tight end each way. Duggar takes it. Blitz is coming. Rolls left. Plenty of time. Sets, fires long downfield. He's got a receiver. That is Godby. Goes back and gets it. Makes the catch at the 24. He just got possession on Josh Walden and outfought him for the ball. That's a Turner Realty Group first down and a big gain for Pulaski.
One of the rare times that you see Godby bigger than the defender who was defending on, or taller, I will say. And he just made a good adjustment on the football.
He did. He saw the ball. The defender did not.
Well, that's the advantage you have as the receiver.
Correct. 1st and 10 from the 24. Early in the game, less than 3 minutes gone, no score. First drive of the game. 3 receivers right. Gibson, the tight end, split wide to the left. And Duggar will roll right. Getting pressure. He will turn and come back. Cox is wide open. Makes the catch at the 25. Gets down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line, and he will be inside the Rick Barker red zone.
That's a nice play by Duggar. Cut off trying to go right, did a little pirouette, came back. Knew Cox was his safety valve out here in the left flat.
And Cox was over there waving his arms going,
and
here,
the ball
here.
was low, but Cox did a nice job to secure it. And instead of 2nd and 10, you're at 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 from the 17-yard line. 2 receivers go to the right. One of those, by the way, is Duggar. So they'll snap it straight to Cox. They do. Angles to the left side, is hit and drugged down at the line of scrimmage. Brainerd was in there for Southwestern along with Connor Crisp.
Didn't get much on that.
No.
Somebody has got to get Brainerd. Brainerd's the backside, or at least the nose tackle in this defense. Somebody's got to get to him. He was down the line of scrimmage pretty easily on that play.
They actually lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Well, Southwestern starts to send in one package. They changed their mind. So 4 go back, and we'll play as was.
Pulaski can go without a huddle
and
cause some difficulty. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. And same receivers, they hand it to Barrick Williams. He fakes it, keeps it, drives, gets inside the 15, down to the 11, and a Pulaski County and a Turner Realty Group first down.
Yeah, once again, most of the focus was on who he faked it to. That's 25. Cox drew some attention, and Williams just cut up behind it. That's another one of those first downs.
Just a little variation off what they've been running, just enough to keep the defense honest. 1st and 10 from the 11. 2 receivers to the right side. And again, Duggar is one of those, so it'll be Cox or Williams. And Cox takes it, comes to the left side, gets to the edge, goes down the sideline, gets to the vicinity of the 5. I think they'll mark it maybe at the 6. I'll see. The official's still moving, though. No, he's going to mark it at the 4. Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, once again, if you can get 7 on first and 4 down territory, you take that all night. That time Cox cut it, went a little wider with it. This is an impressive opening drive if you're Pulaski County. You're almost 5 minutes into this.
Yes, sir.
To say you went out of bounds, so the clock did stop.
7:12 to go in the first quarter. First drive of the game, no score. Godby goes to the right. Duggar goes to the left. Cox and Williams in the backfield. And Cox keeps it, and he will be hit and dropped at the 5.
Yeah, once again, great job of penetration to Southwestern.
First guy there was Brody Perkins.
Yeah, and he was clean coming to the quarterback. So
it will be 3rd and about 4.
Not exactly what Pulaski was hoping. They thought with 2nd and short that 3rd would be 3rd and very short, if not 1st and 10.
Right. Same formation.
Well, they're staying with it.
2 tight ends on the left, 2 wideouts to the right side. They've still got Williams and Cox in the backfield. Cox takes it, looks for a seam, hit in the backfield and dropped. Nice job by Dylan Asher.
And once again, Southwestern just completely disregarding the pass with this formation. And nobody got a hat on Asher.
No.
He
No, they
came
didn't.
clean, and again, you're looking at 4th and a full 10 now.
Yeah, it's back to the 10-yard line. Southwestern will bring in the pass defense back.
Regular defense. Yeah, they got the 4 DBs out there.
And Pulaski County goes back to Duggar at quarterback. God be left, Williams right. They take it, fires it, tipped, incomplete. Southwestern football. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. Pulaski County kept it 6 minutes and 8 seconds. They will turn it over. For Southwestern, Matthew Lloyd, Dylan Asher, Tyler Russell, John Poe, Maddox Mink up front. Tight end is Caden Hewitt. The wideout is Ian Ware. Chandler Crabtree behind him. Mason Hibbard, Gideon Brainerd, Tanner Wright. For Pulaski County, Ryan Dye, Bryson Brown, and Christian Slavey up front. Jericho Dixon, Tristan Cox, Leighton Abbott, Zach Huff for the backers. Caleb Adams and Evan Cherry are the corners. The safeties, Brady Kane and Cody Nichols.
Big stand.
Yes, sir.
Pulaski had it 2nd and 3 down around the 4-yard line and
Yes, sir.
could not cash the chips.
Single receiver left. Everybody else tight. Crabtree under center. Spins. Pitches it to Tanner Wright, trying to go to the left side. He will get to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard or so more. Before he goes down, it is Cox and Cody Nichols on the stop. Gain of 2. 2nd and an 8.
Yeah, that's a good job, though. First down, you want to limit.
Sure.
If you can stay under 3-4 yards on first down, and second down, you handle your business. Then you put Southwestern in that mid-range. You call it being behind the chains,
Right.
or whatever. They've got a name for that now.
It changes year to year.
I call it being in a long yardage situation.
Exactly. Everybody tight in the wishbone. They turn, hand it to Chris, trying to go to the left side, gets to the 15. Down he goes. Maybe a foot or so over for Pulaski County. James New in on the stop. It'll be 3rd, call it 4 from the 16.
Saw a towel on the field. I thought there had been a penalty flag thrown. It wasn't. It was just someone had lost some laundry.
That happens. Oh, okay. Cody Nichols is throwing that.
I'm stealing something from
Go
you.
right ahead, sir.
It's not the first time.
Big play.
Huge.
Yes, sir. 3rd and 4.
No, this is huge because you've still got great field position. If you
Yes,
hold
sir.
them.
You are correct. Crabtree takes it, spins, fakes to Brainerd, hands off to right. He may go. He is at midfield. That's crisp. I apologize. At the 30, at the 20, and he is going to shake a tackle and score 84 yards. Connor Crisp. I thought it was 7. It was 8. And he goes 84 yards, and Southwestern is on the board early. And, Dwayne, we have seen this movie before.
Yes, we have.
And once again, one broken tackle and track meet.
Yes, sir. And Southwestern wins the track meet.
You hold them for 2 downs, and on 3rd down you get gashed. They held you in the initial series, so Old Man Mo has joined the Southwestern band
Absolutely.
right now. They will attempt to kick the extra point.
Get the number on the kicker. That's John Noyola. Snap is down. Kick is up, and it is good. 4:16 to go in the opening quarter. Southwestern 7, Pulaski County nothing on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Go ahead and remind you that the Whitey's Cabinets keys to the game don't let Southwestern have an 84-yard. No, I was just kidding. The keys to the game are brought to you by Whitey's Cabinets. All Whitey's Cabinets provide their customers with friendly service. They value your business. It's their mission to provide reliable products and services. A courteous and professional team at Whitey's Cabinet Design can turn your vision into reality. Visit the Whitey's Cabinet Design Center on the corner of South 27, Slate Branch Road, to learn more about what they can do for you. Paul Wright?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you're Pulaski's offense, you got the drive put together that got you down in the smell, and then you don't get points.
Right.
Southwestern's defense has seen, I guess, most of what you're going to show.
Right.
And now you just got to go out and execute. And give Southwestern credit. They broke a play on 3rd and basically 5 yards that's designed to maybe get the 5.
Right.
And took it to the house.
I think
there was a personal foul against Pulaski against kicker.
on the kick. Well, okay, on the PAT.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Southwestern will kick off from the Pulaski County 45-yard line.
Yes, sir.
So
I onside kick every
Yes.
time
I do.
here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose.
No, you can kick it to the end zone, get it to them at the 20, or you can do the onside kick thing and get it down around the 30. It's going to cost you 7, 8, 10 yards. You got a chance of getting the ball.
Well, if you're not ready for the onside kick here, you better be.
Pulaski County went with Cox and Williams and ran a couple of variations off of it that we haven't seen in the backfield. I don't think you'll see them stick with that the whole game.
No,
I think they were just checking to see how Southwestern was going to defend it, and for the most part, they did a really good job.
you may see some two-back set with the
Right.
quarterback Duggar in the game,
Right.
but not
Right.
at wide receiver.
Right, I agree with you. All right, Caleb Moore will do the kicking.
We must have a media timeout.
That's what's going on. We got an internet timeout. 4:16 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Southwestern.
Yeah, they limited the number of fans who could be here tonight,
Right.
but the media coverage is brisk.
Yeah, there are more people in the press box than there are in the stands.
Well, y'all thinned them out when you took all the windows out in our room, though. They went for somewhere else.
That is correct. I'll be honest with you. There are still a good number of people here.
Yeah, well, can you imagine if they hadn't limited ticket sales, what it would look like?
Yes, I can. I've seen it before.
Wow.
Moore gets ready to move on the football. And he will take it toward the end zone, and Pulaski will take it at the 20.
So if I'm Coach Foley, you know what I just did?
What's that?
I sent a message to my defense. I said, I'm not giving them that extra 10 or 12 yards. I'm going to put them back where they are. You hold them.
Right.
We'll get the ball back in good field position. That's
Again, Southwestern played Pulaski County's short yardage situation, the jumbo package, the Wild Pirate well. But if Pulaski goes without a huddle, I'm interested to see how that would work. Two receivers each way. Duggar back at quarterback with Tristan Cox to his left. Duggar takes it, rolls left, getting pressure, fires it off. He's got Abbott, breaks the tackle at the 20. 25, lowers the shoulder, gets out near the sticks before he is run out of bounds. It will be for the Warriors, Rowan Pennington and Mason Hibbard on the stop, but Pulaski County got 11 yards, and they turned the Realty Group first down.
Duggar's showing real poise on that play as far as I'm concerned. They're just sending the linebackers free.
Right.
Somebody's coming free on almost every snap.
Right. Three receivers, right? Braden Gibson to the left. And they fake it to Cox. Throw quick to Gibson, who didn't see the ball come out and just stood and watched it sail by. Second down and 10. There was a miscommunication right there.
Yeah, and Walden, the safety, slipped too. If you catch that football, or the corner on this side, if you catch the football, we've seen Gibson's speed. You may be chasing him a ways. I don't think he was looking for the football.
No. Southwestern playing a lot of Tanner Wright in that 4-3 at linebacker. Pulaski two receivers to the right. And twin backs. Duggar takes it, fakes to Cox, fires it out. He's got Barrick Williams across the 40, out to the 43-yard line. A gain of a dozen, and a Turner Realty Group first down.
Beautifully thrown football, just over the outstretch. The linebackers are dropping into their short zones.
Yes.
That was just over the hand of the linebacker and perfectly on Williams. Nice throw, Mr. Duggar.
Duggar is coming toward the sidelines to talk to Johnny Hines, and I don't remember in 20-some years a quarterback ever doing that more than once or twice.
Well, once again, I think this is just a comforting thing for the youngster.
Two receivers left, two to the right. And Duggar takes it, rolls left. Stands up, looks for a place to go, fires it toward me. Nice move, Brandon Duggar. He had Abbott over on this side and just threw it away to live to play another day. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Out of the box, past the line of scrimmage, no intentional grounding.
Correct.
2-3 weeks ago, he doesn't do that.
Correct.
Hey, there's a bunch of guys playing on TV today and tomorrow, and they still hadn't figured out how to do that.
No, they've not.
No offense, but no, that's a good play.
Facts are facts. 3:09 to go, first quarter. 7-0 Southwestern.
On the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Thank you, sir. 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends on the left side. 2nd down and 10. And they hand it to Cox, hitting the backfield, shakes loose, gets across midfield, or across the 45 out near midfield. Hit and dropped at the 49-yard line by Pennington, but there's somebody weighing about the 45 that couldn't get out of the way.
Well, that's a good job by Cox. First time he's cut anything back. Everything has been with the flow as it was going. He cut it back against the grain. I thought he got a little more than that, but again, a good play on 2nd down, and this is probably knowing John Hines 4-down territory.
That's what I was getting ready to say. 3rd and 4 from their own 49. 2 receivers left, a tight end each side. And they give it to Barrick Williams on the direct snap, and he looks for a place to go, and he's not going to find it.
Flags everywhere.
Yeah, he's going to be hit for a loss back at the 46. Let's see what we get.
Oh, there's a hole in the middle of that somewhere. It may be multiples, but I think they have Pulaski
holding
for
against
holding.
Pulaski now. It'll be 4th and 7 or 3rd and about 14. If I'm Southwestern, I decline this penalty.
Going to be interesting. 4th and 7 is enough that maybe they don't want to go for it here.
I would think so.
That's why they let coaches make those decisions, and we just get to speculate.
Yeah, sometimes we speculate a little harder than others.
I think they're going to decline it.
I think they will too, and it'll be 4th down.
I think I was
holding against Pulaski. They're moving the ball.
They're taking it.
They're taking it. So they will put the ball back at the 36-yard line, and it will bring up 3rd down. And do the math here, about 17.
We mentioned Shepard in the opening being injured for Pulaski. I see him down here on the sidelines.
Right.
He's suited up, but I don't think we're going to see him.
All right. Pulaski County 3rd and long. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Guy on the near side is Barrick Williams. Cox is in the backfield to the left of Brandon Duggar. Pulaski's been in the shotgun all night long. We get a whistle.
Well, it wasn't a play clock this time. Somebody called timeout.
Timeout. Southwestern, isn't that a UCB timeout, Michael?
It is a UCB timeout, my partner. Thank you very much for reminding me of that. Banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Pulaski Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC. And we've entered the Rick Barker red zone a time or two already in this game. Rick Barker, Godby Realty and Auction. Names you know, names you can trust. Real estate and auction services for farm, commercial, residential, and personal. Godby Realty and Auction has 49 years experience in real estate and auction business, and we're ready to put that work to work for you. Go online at godbyrealty.com for more information.
Yeah, Southwestern just blew straight through the Rick Barker red zone.
They just said hi.
On the 84-yard touchdown run by Connor Crisp.
That was the Turner Realty Group first down in the middle of all that, too, I'm sure. But, yeah, that's the play of the game to this point.
2 receivers left, 2 tight ends right.
From the Department of Duh.
Redundancy. All right, Pulaski on 3rd and long. Man in motion. Abbott. They take it straight back. Southwestern doesn't come with pressure. They get there late, and here goes Duggar. 35-40. He will get to the original line of scrimmage thereabouts at the 43. It's going to bring up 4th and long.
Can't tell if that was a 1 or a 4. I think that was Pennington on the tackle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
that's where he should have been. That's where he plays on defense. So that was a nice open field tackle.
Ball's at the 43. It'll bring up 4th down and 10. Pulaski County with the punting unit, and deep is Mason Hibbert.
And Williams is punting.
Barrick Williams, yes, sir. Heard it'd be Williams or Cox 1. And if you're Southwestern, I don't know that I fully believe it until the ball's in the air. And they take it and throw it long down the sideline. Got a receiver down there. It's picked by Southwestern at the 35.
Sort of a punt.
Yes, sir. Going back to get it is Ian Ware, but there is a flag at the end of it.
It's going to be interesting. If they were to call interference, we're going to see. I'll speculate. Let's just wait. Pulaski's coming off the field, so you may get something after the play.
Well, the flag came down in the middle of it, so I'm not sure what we're going to get.
Well, we're going to have a discussion. Pulaski's offense is coming to the sidelines. Wait. We have a celebration broke out by Pulaski County.
I would think it would be holding.
Defense. Defensive holding, a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, if that's the call. It would be right at the sticks.
It would be a first down.
Pulaski County with a Turner Realty Group first down at the 47-yard line in Southwestern territory. First penalty of the night against the Warriors.
It is.
There were about 3 ways Pulaski could come out of that with a first down. One was to fake the punt.
Right.
That didn't work. The other one was to run. That didn't work.
Right.
But they got the penalty.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tight ends on the left side. Duggar from the gun. Pitches to Cox. Cuts it back up the middle. Lowers the shoulder. Gets 4. They will give him the 44-yard line. Give him 3. Second down and 7.
And you can spend the first quarter away right now. This is we go toward 1 minute to go in the opening quarter.
And the score is
7-0 Southwestern on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Talked to him the other day. He's fun to talk to. Two receivers left, 1 to the right, same formation. Duggar takes it, straight back to throw. Sets up, throws it to Cox, throws it behind him. Incomplete, third down and 7. And I'll be honest with you, there was a place to go with the ball. Cox comes up with a catch, but Duggar just wide right.
Great job. I like what Duggar did. He let everything clear. Nothing came open. He was checking down to Cox. He just threw it at his ankles. Just got a score from Pat, if I'm not mistaken, 14-0 LCA over Somerset early.
Wow.
Thank you. 3rd and 7. Under a minute to go. Opening stanza. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Duggar takes it straight back. Southwestern comes with 4. Fires over the middle, over Williams and picked. Not a call on this one, and that will
That's
be
the other Ware.
Yeah, that will be Ian Ware to pick it off as Duggar overthrows Barrick Williams, and Southwestern will take it at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, the good news is the field position's not great.
Right.
The thing I will bring into that, we've watched Duggar for 5 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
He has a tendency to be high over the middle.
Yes.
And,
that's never good.
And that was very high. Williams went up, and he was still 3 feet short. And that's tough when now if your defense has just got to strap the helmet on.
Yes, sir. Checking Pulaski's defense to see anybody new out there. And I tell you what they are doing. Slavy's playing the nose, and Brown is playing an end. Wishbone. They take it, throw it to Tanner Wright. Comes to the right side, a yard maybe. Off the bottom of the pile, Evan Cherry, Christian Slavy. 2nd down and 9.
That's your nose tackle out in front of that play. That's one thing Slavy gives you at the nose. He's exceedingly quick laterally down the line of scrimmage.
Southwestern may not run another play in this quarter as they're sending a player on late with less than 10 seconds to go, and we are going to wind the first quarter down. We have played 1 from PC, Southwestern 7, Pulaski County nothing.
This is Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Mid Park West High School football presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Any sport, any season. Sports physicals at Quick Care are only $25. Don't make an appointment. Don't pay for an office visit. Don't sit around a waiting room for an hour. Quick Care gets you in, out, and on the field for less. They're conveniently located right behind the hospital just off Bogle Street in Med Park West, and they're open late, 9 to 7 on weekdays, 10 to 3 on Saturdays. Quick Care, serving Somerset and Pulaski County for over a decade. And a big old thank you to the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships. They treat us and you like family. A big thank you to them for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of the summer savings at their Somerset locations. Visit them on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships. They treat you like family. This is the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week here on LakeCumberlandSports.com from PC Field. We've got 1 quarter in the book. Southwestern on top 7-0 over Pulaski County on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Paul?
Pulaski, it's been 1 play to this point, the run by Crisp, and that's been the difference in the football game. Dwayne, anything jump out at you?
Well, we mentioned it. Turnovers big and the big play. And
yes, sir.
Penalties not been too good Pulaski either. I mean, they did get a break from Southwestern on the fake punt. But big plays will get you.
Absolutely. Dwayne looks like he's heading on an expedition to
He
the
does.
Arctic.
He's nanooked on us, hasn't he?
I am warm, though.
Ball's at the 27-yard line in Southwestern Territory. It will be 2nd down and 9 as we start the second quarter. Southwestern comes out. Everybody tight in the wishbone.
We didn't mention Aiden Wesley. I referred to him earlier.
Right.
But he's the missing man up front on this defensive front.
And they will miss him greatly.
And Pulaski is shuffling a lot of different bodies around in
They
there.
are.
I saw Kring in, and there's just 2 or 3 guys who are being shuffled around. Slavey has been kind of the constant at the nose.
Right. Well, you got Abbott playing
Yes.
offensive guard plus some linebacker. You got Cox playing both ways.
Remind me to sell more stuff between breaks.
Absolutely. Wishbone, 2nd and 9. Crabtree takes it, drops it. Ball's on the ground, I think. Nope, I'm not going to speculate. I thought Southwestern had somebody right there.
They're still scrapping over it, but it's Southwestern football.
It's 3rd down.
Yeah, I just realized while we were standing staring at officials and players
Yes.
doing nothing.
You should be doing something.
All
All right,
well, yeah,
3rd and
but
10.
I forgot about the people down to our right. Way down to the right.
Way down to the right.
Right.
3rd and 10.
Important play. If you're Pulaski County, you've got to establish that you can stop this offense and
Yes.
get your team the football back in what should be pretty good field
If
position.
you can get a stop right here.
Yeah, they scored on 3rd and 4, didn't they?
They did.
They did.
2 receivers in each direction. Out from under center is Crabtree. Takes it and goes straight back. Gets pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Trying to get to the outside, and he will be tripped up and run out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Zach Huff ran him out. They're going to mark it back at the 28. It'll be 4th and 8.
Good job by Huff. That's
Yes.
his side of the field. He's the linebacker on that side. Stayed home and was waiting on the quarterback. You give them 3 when they need 10.
Yes.
You'll do that every day.
Gave him 3. Put it at the 29. It'll be 4th and 7. Pulaski County deep will be Caleb Adams.
Now, unlike Johnny Hines, who'll fake punch from anywhere on the field,
Right.
if I'm Coach Foley, I like the way my game's going right now. Hey, there's no punter on the field.
No, they're lining up to go for it, but we'll see what happens. Crabtree heads out. Pulaski County took a timeout.
Amazing.
That's a United Cumberland Bank timeout.
That also cost Pulaski County a timeout. So if you're Coach Foley, you ran that out there, it cost Pulaski a timeout. Henderson Chiropractic committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their caring, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need, the result you want. That's Henderson Chiropractic. Also, Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros offers a straightforward approach to tire and auto service and includes nationwide warranties, hassle-free experience. Did you know Skip Cottrell makes automotive services easy with their online appointment booking? I actually did, as well as special financing available. Let Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros get back to when being on the move was carefree. Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. To find out more, visit us in-store at 4285 South Highway 27 in Somerset, online at skipstirepros.com. Got a hold of them today.
Yes, sir.
They're getting me 4 go-kart tires for Brady's go-kart.
Well, there you go.
Yes, sir.
They drop back in punt formation. Pulaski County's got 10 guys up there. It'll be Connor Crisp. Punt formation. Line of scrimmage is the 29. There's the snap. Pulaski comes. It's a short kick that will bounce, and Adams will take it at the 45 and spin away and be hit, and he gets back to where he started. Flag comes in late.
Well,
Did Pulaski County have another guy in there?
Yes.
Okay.
There was another guy, but
So is it going to be a hold or is it going to be a face
face
mask?
mask is
you think?
unless he couldn't get his flag out of his.
I actually thought it was a block in the back on Brady Kane.
All
But
right.
I'm about to find out.
Yes.
Block in the back.
You are
against
correct.
Pulaski.
That's why they pay me the big bucks,
That's
guys.
exactly right.
Every day. Blind hogs find acorns every now and then. No, I saw the players right in front of us.
So Pulaski County will be backed up.
Don't dispute that one either.
No,
it happened.
It happened.
Yeah.
And they'll mark it at the 34-yard line, so it will be 1st down and 10, Pulaski County. at their own. So they had great field position. Now they've got decent field position.
You got to put drive together, though.
Yeah, they have to.
Cox has seen a lot of action at running back.
11:06 in the half. Southwestern's up 7-0. 3 receivers right, tight end on the left side. Duggar takes it straight back. Got time. Rolls. Looking for a place to go. Sits. Ducks. Dumps it off to Cox. Goes up the sideline and picks up 6 or 7.
Looked like he shot a free throw.
Did. Actually, the line of scrimmage was a 34, so he's only going to pick up, looks like 5 yards to the 39. It'll be 2nd and 5. Did Duggar bail out from the pocket just a bit early?
I'm not sure, but it was a design play to roll to this side because Cox came early.
Right.
And, again, I think all it was the pressure, just as you said, might have gotten there sooner than he anticipated.
Godby to the left. Williams to the right. A tight end each way. And Duggar fakes it, throws to Williams up across the 40, spins and is thrown out of bounds by 2 or 3 Warriors outside the 45-yard line. Christian Kelly, one of the linebackers there. They'll mark it at the 47, gain of 8, and that is a
Turner Realty Group first down.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. I look like Tina Turner over here trying to get your attention.
No, you didn't.
Well, no. Correct.
Not close.
Yeah. Too bad Pat doesn't have a headset. He could say something.
2 receivers left. 2 tight ends right. They hand off to Cox, and he will lower the shoulder, get a yard, maybe a tad more, but it will be 2nd down and 9 from the 48.
Guys, you have got to, at some point in time, let Duggar take that one out the back door.
Mm-hmm.
The respect that they're showing Cox is well-deserved, but
yes,
no bodies were home on the backside.
10:20 to go in the half.
And for those of us that wanted to see Pulaski run the football, they're trying.
Yes, sir. Godby left. Williams right. Tight end each way. Duggar takes it straight back. Gets pressure and is hit and dropped back inside the 45-yard line. Gideon Brainerd got through with a sack. They'll mark it back at the 43, and it will bring up 3rd down and 14.
Well, once again, they got home with 3 rushers.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's your offensive line there.
Yeah,
you've got
exactly
3 against 5.
Yeah. Yeah, Pulaski County been struggling with the blitzes, but that time they just came with the basics and got there anyway. You can't let that happen.
Brainerd's man.
Absolutely. 5'10", 220.
Yep, 3rd and a bunch.
Again, 3 receivers left. Braden Gibson to the right. Duggar takes it straight back. Rolls right away from it. Steps back up in the pocket. Fires over the middle. Got Williams.
Wow.
Makes the catch inside the 40 at the 36 or 37. What a gun by Duggar and a great catch by Williams.
Turner Realtor Group first down, but I want to mention, was it my eyes or does he double catch this ball? Mm-hmm. It came loose off the first contact, didn't
I think
it?
so.
Young man's an athlete.
How much, Dwayne?
22.
Thank you.
Beautiful throw.
So a 22-yard gain, ball at the 35.
Under pressure, I might add.
Southwestern Territory. Yeah, he ducked back up into the pocket, did a nice job, and found a seam. Again, single receiver each way. And they go to Williams. He bobbles it, picks it up, and gets 5.
Yeah.
Brainerd in there on the tackle along with Ian Ware. The ball on the snap popped up from Barrick Williams, and he made the catch and just went behind the left guard and picked up 5 yards.
That one had disaster written all over it.
It did. Pulaski County with a lineman change. I do see Bryston Brown in there.
Southwestern have 12 on the field, but they're going to maybe, yep, they got him off.
2 receivers to the left. And again, out of the Wildcat, they hand it off to Cox. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. Nice initial hit from Dylan Asher. And it will be 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, again, once again, Cox has had no running room.
None.
And at some point in time, again, you've got to keep doing this to keep them honest.
Sure.
But you've got to have some sort of counter off of this.
He's got 10 carries for 12 yards.
Wow. Well, again, I mean, he beat Southwestern that last drive by himself. The last time they played.
They were in base defense for most of it.
Jason Foley's not going to let that happen again if he can help it. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. 3rd and 5. Duggar takes it, fakes to Cox, comes up throwing, got a receiver, can't get it as he throws it just a little low for Braden Gibson. 4th and 5.
Yeah, once again, Braden Gibson trying to do just to drive down about 8 yards, get past the first down sticks, come back to the football, but that one's thrown low and away.
Southwestern, I think, with an extra defensive back on the field.
Well, that's the joy that they have. They're getting a lot of pressure with a 3-man front.
That's the key to this game right now.
So you can float another backer. Yeah. Now, they show you a forward down line every now and then.
3 receivers left, 1 right, same formation. Duggar takes it, straight back, got time. No place to go with it. Sits, fires to the sideline, got a receiver, makes the catch inside the 25 for the first down. Ian Ware made the tackle on Barrick Williams. Pulaski County with a Turner Realty Group first down.
Sweet throw.
Absolutely.
Got to have a strong arm to throw that one.
You're throwing on the move across your body to the sideline.
Yeah, that takes a lot of arm strength.
They will mark it at the 23.
All right, they're 7-16 and counting going in opening half. Pulaski trails by 7. They have made a couple decent drives.
Right.
If you're Pulaski County, you need points out of this drive.
I could not agree more. Single receiver each way, tight end each way. Barrick Williams is back there, fakes it, keeps it, rolls right, looks for a place to go, not going to find it, hit and drop back at the 27.
That's good defense.
2nd down and 14, several Warriors in on the play. Dylan Asher again. Pulaski County in 2nd down and long.
Yeah, 1st and 10, and you try to get something wide, and I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Tanner Wright that was out there on the edge that messed that up.
Would you come with the tight end off the backside and hit him over the middle?
I might. I've just you've got to find something. As aggressive as they're flowing to the football, you've got to find something that goes against it.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Duggar takes it, fakes it, stands up, wants to throw, gets pressured, rolls right, looks for a place to go, tosses it down the sideline and out of bounds. And the flag comes in real late. What was that?
I don't know. That came from the far side of the field.
And I didn't see a body anywhere on either side.
You may have had somebody holding a receiver.
Yes.
And I don't know. I'll just tell you that I got one right tonight. I'll hush.
The official, I think.
He's pointing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was outside the pocket. It went past the line of scrimmage. There was a receiver down the sideline. Let's see what else we get.
Doesn't even need a receiver to be in the general area. If he's passed out of the tackle box and he throws it past the line of scrimmage, but that looks like where we're headed.
Well, again, I wonder what the flag at the 20 is.
About to find out. Guy in a white hat.
Yep. Intentional grounding.
Ineligible. Loss of down.
Yep. And it will be 4th down. No, 3rd down. Back at the 34-yard line. It is 3rd and long again.
They were saying he wasn't out of the box.
They're wrong. Yeah, they're changing it to 3rd down now.
They would have lost 2 downs on that play. There's not a penalty that does that to you in football.
No.
Still a huge play.
Absolutely. Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Duggar will roll left. Drops the football, and Southwestern's going to get it. It is Maddox Mink as Duggar tried to change directions, ran off and left the football, and Southwestern will pick it up at the 41-yard line.
Oh, my. That is 3 turnovers for Pulaski County, Dwayne?
2.
2. One of them didn't count.
Yes.
One of them got called back.
Okay. Well, who counts?
2 officially.
But they have not handled the ball well.
Entrust Counseling has made it their mission to be a trusted leader in promoting mental wellness in our communities through individualized care. Stay healthy at home with counseling and case management services using your phone or computer. Call them at 606-676-0638 to get services started from anywhere in Kentucky. Visit their Facebook page at Entrust Healthcare Counseling for all their latest updates and giveaways. Paul?
Yes, sir.
I thought the officials were having a discussion about maybe the grounding call. My guess is they were just waiting out the media timeout that we're playing with. So don't forget after the game that we will join us live on Facebook for the Alton Blakely postgame show. The SUV season continues at Alton Blakely Ford. This means savings for you on a great lineup of Ford SUVs. 2020 EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, and Expedition. Also, great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles for your budget. That'll be in our postgame, as well as the Modern Systems Defender of the Game and the Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game.
Cade Sullivan in the secondary for Pulaski County now. Southwestern has led it 7-0 for a while now, and with 6:09 to go in the half.
They get the ball to start the second half. The one thing Pulaski cannot do is give up points here.
You are correct. They go to that diamond formation. Crabtree is in the gun, but he's got 3 guys behind him right now. So I'm not sure exactly what they're going to. That's where they lined up on that punt formation earlier.
Yes, they did. They're showing Pulaski something.
Mm-hmm. Now, will they come out of it? Who knows?
The guys to our right have probably seen this formation, the announcing crew, but I have not. This is a new one on me.
They couldn't explain it to me, so.
Well, I think your description was all right, the diamond.
Yep. Josh McKinney and Michael Gregg.
We're still waiting on
the ability to go back to action. 7-0 Southwestern on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Southwestern has 1 first down on the.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Pulaski has 9.
Yeah. But Pulaski has no points.
Correct.
Yeah, turnovers. And Crabtree takes it, hands off to Brainerd, gets through the first guy, breaks through the second, knifes to midfield before he's finally taken down by Jericho Dixon. It'll be 2nd down and 1. That was the kind of thing that Southwestern had great success with the first time they played. And if you're Pulaski County, that's the one you have to stop.
I will describe that formation now. Mm-hmm. It's the wishbone with a quarterback and a shotgun.
Yes, whatever. All right. 2nd and 1. Crabtree takes it, hands off to Tanner Wright. Big hole, still going, and is hit and dropped at the 40. Southwestern with a first down, hit and dropped by Cody Nichols. But Southwestern on the move again. 2 plays is netted almost 20.
John Hines told you in a pregame show, those 2 gentlemen run hard, they run downhill.
They do run hard.
Both plays there were examples of that.
I think we have seen better backs this season. I don't think we have seen backs run harder this season.
I like the tandem, too. You got the big back and the smaller back, and both of them run hard.
And, by the way, Connor Crisp had the 84-yard touchdown.
Didn't mention him.
Yeah. From the 40. Crisp takes the handoff, and Tristan Cox grabs him around one ankle. He picks up 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6. Yeah, if you're Pulaski County, you really don't want to give up a touchdown right here. And Southwestern, if they could go up 2 scores.
How patient will Southwestern be here? Because Pulaski's not walked a safety up out of this. They still – well, let's see if they do. No. They still haven't added to the box yet.
And they take it, hand off to Brainerd, bounces to the outside, is hit and dropped after a gain of a couple. Tristan Cox, Cody Nichols. It will be 3rd down and 4 in what is almost undoubtedly 4-down territory as we're just over 4 minutes to go in the half. 7-0.
I like what Southwestern's doing right here. They're shortening the half. They're moving the football. Now, the last couple haven't been quite as dramatic as the first 2 or 3, but as long as you're hanging on to the football and the lead, that's a good thing.
Single receiver each way. And Crabtree watching the play clock go down, hands off to Tanner Wright, 1st down, 35-20. He goes straight up the middle, 34 yards for the touchdown. Nobody touched him, straight up the middle.
Blew through the turnover.
He did.
He blew through the Rick Barker red zone. That's a touchdown, and that one, it doesn't seal anything, but it sure does make Pulaski's goals.
Yeah, we're not to halftime yet.
Nope.
But Pulaski County has got to put points on the board soon.
Yeah, there was a play that was between the 2 inside backers.
Yes. Noyola with the PAT, and it sails toward the right side, but through, and Southwestern stretches the margin to 14-0.
CC Furniture's Brad Carroll and all the staff at CC's Furniture are proud supporters of the local football teams in our Lake Cumberland areas. It's their hope at CC's Furniture that all the coaches and all the student athletes have successful and injury-free seasons. Come visit us at CC's Furniture. You'll be glad to help you with all your home furnishing needs. Go team. Don't forget the Alton Blakely family of dealership. Check out the Fords Built for the Holiday Sales event. Save up to $11,000 plus 0% financing for 60 months. First payment not due for 90 days on select 2020 Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition, and Fusion. Well, that one was big.
Absolutely.
Can you put points on the board if you're Pulaski? If you've got 3:35 and at least one, I think 2 timeouts remaining.
That's what
I was thinking.
I showed 2 left.
Right.
Yep, they took one on the Southwestern formation and punt formation that I remember.
And if you're Pulaski County, you don't have to have points before halftime to win the game, but it's going to make the odds better.
Make things look a little easier.
Yes, sir. Moore moves on the football, and it is a short kick that will bounce, scoot by Adams, who will pick it up and get drilled at the 21-yard line. Ian Ware back there to make the tackle.
Very fortunate to hang on to that football.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've got to come up and catch that ball in the air.
Yeah, once again, that's a kick that travels nowhere near end zone depth,
right,
but it is perfectly placed.
Absolutely.
And it puts the receiver in a situation, if he doesn't catch it in the air, you get a crash at the end of it.
Got to be left. Williams right. And Duggar with Cox to his right. Takes it, fakes it, throws to Williams, makes the catch and spins again, and goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Run out by the linebacker, Christian Kelly. Should be 2nd down and 4.
Well, again, that's not a difficult pitch and catch, and Williams turned it into a little more than there was actually there. But if you're Pulaski, you've got to be patient with 3:25 or 3:27, a couple timeouts, but you've got to be ahead of the sticks.
Correct. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And
Pulaski jump.
Looked to be like a glitch on the snap.
Simulated snap
is what cost them. It'll cost them 5. Mark the football back inside the 25, and it's going to be 2nd down and 9.
Pulaski has got to stay ahead of the sticks. Somebody just said a moment ago.
Yeah, back in the old days, like 3 years ago, it was on schedule.
On schedule.
Now it's ahead of the sticks.
Ahead of the sticks.
Yeah.
What you got to do here is you don't turn the football back over, you hope, until halftime, and you've got some points to show, or at least you've kept the football.
3 receivers left. The tight end, Antonio Palmer, is on the right. Duggar takes it. Straight back to throw. Guns it over. It's got a receiver. That is Williams, and he is going to be hit. Dropped. The ball came loose late.
He did. He fumbled it.
And Southwestern's got it at the 31-yard line, 32-yard line.
Now there's 3 turnovers, correct, Dwayne?
Yes, sir. Williams with the catch, had the first down. He's been trying to get the extra yardage all night. Southwestern made him pay. And if you are Pulaski County, right now your back is against the wall.
Yeah, and if I'm Southwestern, they didn't do a very good job stopping that diamond formation.
No.
The wishbone and out of the shotgun, for lack of a better term. And I come right back to that.
Southwestern breaks huddle, and you are correct. They'll send a receiver each way, and they will be in that wishbone with 3 backs. Hand off to Crisp, tries to get outside. He got held, no call.
Yep, they threw the flag.
Okay. Zach Huff was over there, and he got taken by both hands in a funnel and pushed.
It's only holding when they call it.
Yeah.
It was called.
Yeah, yes. And they're going to mark it from the spot, which was the 35. So it will be at the 45-yard line, and it will now be 1st and 23.
Well, if you're Pulaski and you scripted a nightmare opening half.
This has been it.
You commit 3 turnovers, you get deep in their territory, you don't score.
Right.
And you find yourselves down 14 and maybe fortunate to only be down 14 points.
Probably so. Single receiver each way. And they hand off to Tanner Wright, who is hit by Leighton Abbott, got a yard. Tried to go behind the right side of the offensive line, and Abbott forced the seam. It's second down.
Once again, if I'm Southwestern, I'll let the full play clock run here.
Oh, they're in no hurry.
Nope. You don't want to give the football back. You should see if Pat's got any update on the scores from up north.
Anything on LCA Somerset? No.
Okay. We'll get something at halftime. Big play, Dwayne.
Yes, it is. They changed their formation, too.
Yep, 3 receivers left, 1 right. Crabtree straight back, throws a little wide receiver screen. He's got Ware, makes a cut and falls down. Gained maybe a yard or so. It'll be 3rd and long, and Johnny Hines, I think, just took his second timeout. That's a United Cumberland rank timeout. This is Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Mid-Park West High School football, presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships on LakeCumberlandSports.com.
Since 1979, Modern System has been defending communities all across Kentucky, and they're proud to be part of the communities they serve, committing time and sponsorships to numerous charities like Project 5810, Relay for Life, March of Dimes, Heart Walk, local school programs, and many more. Modern Systems, your neighbor, your friends. They work 24/7 to protect the things that matter most to you, from homes to businesses to schools and churches. Let Modern Systems be your trusted name in security. Also, at the conclusion of this game, we'll pick a Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game. If you want a great career, Somerset Community College career and technical programs can help. Or if you want a bachelor's degree but not massive college debt, just start at SCC and transfer to the new University Center of Southern Kentucky, located right here in Somerset, and save thousands. Sign up now on campus or visit us online, somerset.kctcs.edu. Don't delay. Enroll today.
3rd and 20. With 2:05 to go, Southwestern at the Pulaski County 42. They will come out with 3 receivers to the right side, and Crabtree in the gun with Tanner Wright to his left. Now he switches. Crabtree takes it, rolls right, looking for a place to go, trying to flood that zone. Fires the ball long downfield. He's picked at the 17-yard line, 20. Coming to the near side and going to be hit and dropped at the 23-yard line. That was Cody Nichols picking off the pass, and Pulaski County has the football with 1:53 to go.
This will seem sort of strange to say, but if you're Southwestern, you're going to throw a pick. You hope you throw it in a situation like that. You're trying to score at the end of the half. Territory's in your favor. Pulaski's got a long field, 1 timeout, and 1:53 to try to get on the board.
I'll be honest with you. You don't throw it there. You don't get the first down. You're under 2 minutes, and Pulaski has to use their last timeout.
Yeah,
I don't think I'd have thrown it.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bryson Duggar from the gun. Takes it straight back. Sets, dumps it off to Cox. Heading to the sideline, gets a block, gets across the 25 to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. Run out of bounds by Mason Hibbert.
Yeah, but if you watch Southwestern, wherever 25 goes, somebody's with him.
Yes.
There is no formation that they're in, and so as a result, wherever Cox goes, there's a defender going, and maybe you got to decoy a little more. Let him be the decoy.
The other thing, though, with those 3 big guys up front, Pennington might be the only guy that is big enough to slow him down.
Probably.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Gain of 6 to the 29. Duggar straight back. 3-man rush. Throws a little slant. Got Godby out across the 35, out across the 40. They'll give him the 44-yard line. Make it to 43. Well, no, they're still moving.
Duggar signaling spike the football, but I don't think Johnny Hines will want to spike the football. By the time they get it set, they should be in position.
A Turner Realty Group first down at the 42.
Took them forever to start the clock. That's good.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Duggar takes it, rolls right, looks for a place to go. Trying to get to the outside. And he tucks, goes back the other way, and is hit and dropped, and a flag comes in.
Got a break, got a face mask at the end of that one.
Clock stopped with 1:28 to go. And the play went to the 39-yard line. But the first down will get, or the penalty will give Pulaski County a Turner Realty Group first down inside Southwestern territory at the 46, and that should have been a penalty on me.
Welcome to my world.
3 receivers left. Tight end on the right side. Duggar takes it, fakes it, gets pressure, starts left, comes back to the right, throws it toward Cox and throws it out of bounds. Second down and 10 with 1:19 to go. Better job of keeping the ball low and heading it toward Cox, but still throwing it away.
I like the defensive scheme, though. Mm-hmm. If you don't hand the ball to Cox,
yes,
it's sellout.
Right.
Everybody's headed toward the quarterback. And Pulaski's offensive line, there's only 3 of them, guys, that are coming at you. They can tandem block 2 of them.
I know Pulaski probably hadn't worked on it. Not put Tristan Cox at tight end. Single receiver each way. I'm just trying to think. Single receiver each way. Cox in the backfield. Duggar takes the snap. Rolls left. Dumps it off. He's got a receiver, dropped it. After a gain of a couple, Donovan Abbott, he was pressured by Rowan Pennington. But it'll bring up third down and 10 with 1:14 to go.
It's kind of what they've done with Abbott tonight. They've ducked him in at tight end instead of the running back position. Right. But now you're in third and got to get the first down. That's got to be priority 1 right now.
Correct. Third and 10. Ball's at the 46-yard line.
Halftime, we will have the best stat man in the business. We'll put him to work. Stats going to be sort of lopsided, to be honest with you.
They will.
To the team that's behind.
3 receivers left. Gibson to the right. Duggar takes it. 3-man rush, make it 4. Got a receiver over there, gets it to Cox. 45-40 and is pushed out of bounds on the far side. Going to be about a yard short of the sticks. And Brainerd, I think, pushed him out over there. It'll bring up 4th down and a yard. Clock stops with 1:06 to go. And if you're Pulaski County, you got to have 1.
Well, you got to get the first down. That's priority 1.
Correct.
And once you get the first down, you got to already know what you're going to do on first down.
This would be a really good time to go out the backside like you were. But Pulaski County's going. They're bringing Duggar out wide with a couple other receivers. No, they're not. That's got to be. It's Duggar with Cox to his right. I apologize. Southwestern brings another body up there. They've got 5. Duggar may be changing the play, and the play clock ran out.
That is
delay a game number 2, and it is 4th and 6.
Wow.
You cannot do that.
Yeah, once again, that's a tough one because now you've gone, 4th and 6 is a lot smaller in the playbook than 4th and 1, and it was clear they weren't ready. They weren't near ready to snap that football.
3 minutes left in the first half. Lexington Christian on top of Somerset, 28-7.
Wow.
All right. Single receiver left, 3 to the right. Pulaski County's got to pick up 6. Duggar straight back with pressure coming. Rolls right, looking for a place to go. Sets, fires over the middle. Cox got the catch, gets to the 30. That'll be a first down.
What a catch.
Turner Realty Group first down, and now Pulaski County may spike it. 57.1 to go. They've spotted the football. Pulaski County trying to get lined up in a hurry. They do start the clock. And Duggar takes it and clocks it.
Well, if you're Pulaski, you've managed to get yourself in a position with 52.5 seconds to go, a chance to put points on the board.
This is the 3rd time they have been in to the 30 and beyond.
Yes.
And no points to this juncture.
This time the thing that's going to hurt them the most is the clock.
Sure. Still got 1 timeout, Blaine?
I show that.
Okay. 3 receivers left, tight end on the right side.
That's pretty important.
Duggar takes it, straight back to throw. Got plenty of time. Fires it over the middle, got a receiver. Williams tipped. Almost caught, but he couldn't hang on in the end zone, 3rd and 10.
Wow, that was a double nice play as Hibbard got a hand on it, and it almost caromed high enough in the air that Williams made the rebound catch. That was pretty exciting.
3rd and 10. Play clock running with 25.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't think this crew they do a good job. They get the ball spotted and start the play clock. We've seen some crews that don't do a very good job of that. Now, Pulaski's at 8 seconds.
Yeah, what they have done is bringing the quarterback to the sideline. They're not used to that, and it's taking time.
Yep.
Cox goes in motion with 2. They just get it off. Duggar sets, fires to the sideline, incomplete.
Ware.
Yep. As Ethan Ware got a hand in there on Williams, undercut the route. I don't know if he got the football or not, but he blocked the vision. Pulaski County, 4th and 10.
Hard to tell. That's all the way across the field.
Yes.
There's one thing about it. Ware got into the passing lane. That throw is from the near hash to us.
Yes.
Outside the numbers on the backside. That is a long, long throw. Well, let's say the last couple minutes have been, if nothing else, very exciting. Play clock's down to 4.
Yeah, Pulaski County takes the United Cumberland Bank timeout with 41 seconds to go in the half. They've got a 4th and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Now, once again, Paul, if you're frustrated by your bank's long drive-through lines and poor customer service, if your bank has recently consolidated to a single location, Citizens National Bank is here to earn your business. With 7 locations in Pulaski County, you're sure to find one convenient to you. Visit our website, cnbsomerset.com, to find the nearest branch. For the past 100 years, Citizens National Bank has been a constant in this community. We're here to stay. Citizens National Bank, moving forward together. Member FDIC. This is Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West High School football, presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships here on Lake Cumberland Sports.com. We're headed toward halftime, 41.4 ticks, 4th and 10 for Pulaski. They trail 14-0 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
2 receivers each way. Southwestern showing 3, but the blitz is coming. Yep, here they come. A couple more. Duggar rolls right, sits, fires over the middle. He's got a receiver. That is Braden Gibson down at the 10. Excuse me.
No, it'll just stop the clock till they set the chains. And
Pulaski County with a Turner Realty Group first down, and they're halfway through the Rick Barker red zone. Pulaski County in a hurry. They'll clock this one. They do that within a couple of seconds. Pulaski County beginning to get a handle on what the officials are doing, quick spotting the ball quickly, getting out there and getting things ready to go.
I guess the other thing is that the pass rush has died a little.
Yes.
But this drive has taken forever.
Right.
And I'm sure the defensive players are getting tired of running upfield every play.
Right.
They're starting to shuttle. There's a new body on the front. Well, actually, it's an old body back in at linebacker.
2nd and goal.
Well, I can't tell you how big this is for Pulaski fans.
Play clock's at 10. Duggar takes it, straight back to throw. Got time, rolls right, looks for a place to go, rolls back to the left, flips it, and
Grounding.
he's got a lineman up there.
Well,
and incomplete. Did they have a receiver in the area?
Well, area being the key word here, no.
Right.
The other time they called grounding, I don't think it was. They missed a golden opportunity to call grounding there.
3rd and 10, or 3rd and goal. 24 seconds to go.
Those were 3 linemen.
Yes.
70, 72. No, yeah.
You are correct, sir. Pulaski did not have a receiver anywhere close.
Well, the tight end was out here by the numbers.
Yeah. Godby and Abbott to the left. Williams to the right. Duggar takes it, rolls right. Got room, sets, fires it to the back of the end zone. Was it picked or was he out of bounds?
No, he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds, 4th down. Wow.
That was so close to being picked, you could have almost counted it.
Wow.
But Hibbard, evidently, according to the official, he well.
Yeah, they ruled him out of bounds.
Yeah, I was trying to wait and see what he was doing. He's just standing there. I thought he was pointing at the ground, but what he was saying is this is where he landed.
Right.
Almost a big play by Hibbard.
4th and goal. Pulaski picked up a yard on the spot.
Well, they did.
3 receivers left.
This isn't your ball game, but it's got a lot to say about it.
It will. Duggar takes it, rolls left, fires over the middle, got a receiver. Did he catch it?
I don't think so.
Yes.
They do.
Down.
Well, Williams.
Barrick Williams.
That's
No.
Gibson.
Is it
That's
Gibson?
5. That's Braden Gibson.
Well.
Over the middle, went real low, made the catch, and Pulaski County finally, with 14 seconds to go in the half,
A
gets on
Citizens
the board.
National Bank touchdown. And if you're Pulaski County, you waited all but 14.2 ticks of the opening half to dent the scoreboard. Now an extra point to follow. Pulaski's a lineman short. They're going to get that rectified. They haven't even started to play clock.
No, they've not started the play clock yet. Caleb Adams will hold for Logan Corson. Kick is up, and it is good.
Unbelievable.
The Randall D. Turpin scoreboard with 14 seconds to go in the half says Southwestern 14, Pulaski County 7.
Wait times are short at Quick Care Walk-In Clinic. They're focused on service, and they staff the clinic to reduce time spent in the waiting room. Quick Care's lab and X-ray equipment right there in the clinic, which is another great time saver. The clinic is open and waiting for you 9 to 7 weekdays, 10 to 3 on Saturdays. Of course, no appointments necessary. Just walk in when you need us. Quick Care behind the hospital in Med Park West. And a big old thank you to the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them on Facebook, Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships. They treat you like family. This is the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week here on LakeCumberlandSports.com. Paul?
Yes, sir.
That was an exciting final minute and 26 seconds
Yes.
or whatever it was.
Jacob Shepard going to kick off.
Interesting.
That's what I thought. Moves on the football, and it is a squib kick that takes a good Southwestern bounce at the 30, angling to the far side, trying to get to the corner, and cutting back inside and not getting very far up the field was Alex Farler, the senior. They will mark it at the 37-yard line. They will.
Pulaski has no timeouts.
No.
Southwestern has 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts, yeah.
But
Be hard
with-
to use them both in 7
I was going
seconds.
to say with 7.6, that's almost useless.
That's enough.
But I don't know. I know what I would do.
I know what I would do.
I'm on the road. I'm ahead.
Yes.
I just gave up what I would consider a late, not a fluke touchdown, but a tough touchdown.
Yes.
I take a knee. You get the ball to start the second half.
Absolutely, yeah. That's one of the big factors in this thing. And Crabtree will go under center with the irregular wishbone behind him. And he will turn and hand off to Tanner Wright, who breaks through and is hit and dropped at the 45-yard line as Tristan Cox and Cody Nichols again make the stop. We've come to intermission. It is Southwestern 14, Pulaski County 7.
Paul.
Don't feel great? Just can't wait? Quick Care's open late. Just walk in for accidents and illnesses or for health services like physicals and flu shots. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West for over a decade on Hale Knob Road, just behind the hospital.
The people of this great land are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
Don't feel great? Just can't wait? Quick Care's open late. Just walk in for accidents and illnesses or for health services like physicals and flu shots. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at MedPark West for over a decade on Hale Knob Road, just behind the hospital.
This is LakeCumberlandSports.com. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at MedPark West High School football, presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Halftime, round 2 of the 5A playoffs. Southwestern on top of Pulaski County, 14-7 here at PC Field. 4:16 to go in the first quarter. Southwestern's Connor Crisp, an 84-yard run. John Loyola with a PAT, and it's 7-0. 3:35 to go in the second. Southwestern again, Tanner Wright from 34 yards out. Loyola with the kick, it's 14-zip. 14 seconds to go in the half. Pulaski County's Braden Gibson, a 9-yard pass from Bryson Duggar, makes it 14-7. That's where we stand here at the half, Michael.
Thank you, Paul Wright. And again, keeping stats and the correct scores important to players, coaches, and fans. The same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting's not your thing, let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, located on Parkers Mill Road in Somerset. Also, Turner Realty Group and Real Estate, working with the right people matters. Barry Turner, broker and co-owner at Turner Realty Group, knows the ropes. Over the years, Turner Realty Group has developed excellent relationships with their clients. See for yourself on their Zillow profile, with more reviews than anyone else in the Lake Cumberland region. Turner Realty Group, just off Highway 27 between lights 21 and 22. Call 679-SOLD or go online at shopsomersethomes.com. Also, CC Furniture. We want to thank the good folks at CC Furniture. Brad Carroll and his staff at CC are proud supporters of local football teams in the Lake Cumberland area, and it's their hope at CC's that all the coaches and all the student athletes have successful and injury-free season. Come visit us at CC Furniture, where we'll be glad to help you with all your home furnishing needs. Go Teams. It is halftime, as Paul Wright gave you. You are listening to Lake Cumberland Sports, and tonight watching Lake Cumberland Sports along with us as we bring you the district championship game between Southwestern and Pulaski County. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings. Buffalo Wings and Rings. Wings created your way. Always fresh, never frozen burgers. I can speak to those. Dwayne Clark, the best stat man in the business, is awaiting. And he's so bundled up, I'm going to see if I can see his eyes. Yes, he's ready to go.
Oh, yes.
All right, he's ready.
First for Southwestern, they registered 3 first downs in the first half, Mike.
Three.
3.
2 of those went to the house.
2 of those pretty big. Rushed the ball 13 times, 162 yards. Threw the ball 2 times, completed 1 for a total of 2 yards. Total offense of 164 yards on 15 plays in the first half.
15.
15.
Really?
Yes.
Gosh.
They made them count, though.
Well, yeah, that's called quality.
Yes. 1 punt, 26 yards, 3 penalties for 38. They fumbled once. They did recover. Threw 1 interception, 1 turnover for Southwestern in the first half. Pulaski, on the other hand, 13 first downs, 18 carries, 25 yards. I think they got to do better than that if they wanted to compete.
But Pulaski had 15 total plays, and Pulaski had 13.
Pulaski had 18 rushing plays.
No, yes.
Rushing.
But Southwestern only had 15 total plays.
Pulaski, 17 for 32.
Okay.
Through the air, 187 yards, 1 touchdown.
Close to 50 snaps.
50 snaps exactly.
To 15.
Yes.
Wow, I've seen a lot of interesting stat lines. Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
212 total yards for Pulaski. No punts. They tried once, or a fake punt once. But, they got a break there. 7 penalties, 57 yards. 2 fumbles, losing both of those. Throwing 1 interception. 3 turnovers to 1. So Pulaski loses the turnover battle. They win the penalty battle, 7-7. And that's a formula why they're down 14-7. They're fortunate, I think, to be down 14-7.
I was just getting ready to ask you. You're reading what simple mind I still have left. How can you not feel fortunate to only be down 7 points in a half?
Yes. moved the ball.
They moved the football, and again, they had the football inside the 4 down there and ended up with no points out of that one. And again, if you're Pulaski, you're at halftime looking at each other going, guys, our defense played pretty good football, take 2 plays away.
Yeah.
You know, and we've done a pretty decent job, and our offense has got up and down the field, but we got to find some way to convert when we get the ball in the positive territory.
Yeah, they give up an 84-yard run and a 34-yard run. You take that out of the equation.
There's nothing there.
No.
But see, they don't let you do that. I found that out. It's like in golf. When I hit that one that goes out of bounds, they don't say, it's okay, Mike, don't worry about that one. No, they add 2 and tell you to stick another one in the ground. They said,
yeah.
And, again, I give Southwestern credit. They played, I thought, a great half of football.
They did.
A little bend but don't break type stuff, but they pressured Duggar. Duggar grew up a little bit in that opening half.
He got that last drive. He came through. I mean, some difficult plays there. I mean, that one pass, I don't know how Gibson caught it, but that's a great catch.
Well, if you remember, Cox had a catch in the middle of all that was down around his ankles, and Pulaski made some plays in that drive, and they got a break.
Yes.
It was a clear face mask penalty, but it was not one of those somebody trying to commit a face mask. It's just a swipe that happened to get into the quarterback's face mask.
One of those football plays that happens, yes.
Yeah, and again, if you're both teams, now you go in there and you look at each other and say, okay, way back when we started talking about playing for this district thing. And now we're halfway through that, and we haven't settled a whole lot. Southwestern gets the football, starts second half. That's huge.
That is huge. If Pulaski stops them, and this is a big if, I'm just speculating, momentum maybe swings a little.
Well, how could it not swing a little if you do what Pulaski did? If I'm Southwestern in the game during the regular season, Pulaski scored with 6 seconds to go in the football game to take one that you weren't comfortably ahead, but you were ahead.
Yes.
And in this one, you dominated the first half on the scoreboard, and Pulaski manages a way to get 7 on the board with literally a handful of seconds left on the clock.
I think the Southwestern defense putting pressure on Duggar was big. I really think that's a key to the Pulaski not forcing the turnovers, the fumbles. He never got set in the pocket. He rolled every time he had to.
This last series here, the only thing I saw is I think the defense was just gassed a little bit. They'd been out there forever. And I think, you chase a quarterback all night. Eventually, if I'm 250, chasing a guy that weighs about $170 all over the field every play, eventually that wears on you. But, again, that's where we are. It's halftime. Southwestern on top, 14-7 over Pulaski County on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. I want to remind you that Magic Monograms is conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burgers. Magic Monograms, a place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery. And also want to thank the good folks at Henderson Chiropractic. I would say they're in Lexington tonight if I were a betting man. They're committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. The Caring Helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear, including frostbite. The experience you need for the results you want, that's Henderson Chiropractic. Also, Skip Cottrell Tire Pros offers a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties and hassle-free experience. Did you know Skip Cottrell makes automotive services easy with their online appointment booking as well as special financing available? Let Skip's Tire Pros, Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros, get you back to when being on the move was carefree. Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. Find out more. Visit us in-store at 4285 South Highway 27 in Somerset, online at skipstirepros.com. Also want to thank the good people at Entrust Counseling Service, Kelly and all of the folks there. They've been with us since we launched this thing. Getting the counseling help you need has never been easier. Entrust Counseling now providing counseling and case management services using your phone or home computer. Give them a call, 606-676-0638, or visit their website at www.entrust-healthcare.com and get services started today from everywhere in Kentucky. Dwayne, I think the last score I heard in the other local playoff game, Somerset was down 28-14 to Lexington Christian, I think, at the halftime.
That's what I heard, too. I heard somebody,
is that what you heard?
I heard that, too.
So we'll go with that. That's what's floating around here in the press box. So Jumper's got a little hill to climb.
They do.
We haven't settled anything here.
No.
I thought we were close to settling it.
That was that touchdown by Pulaski. It really turned the tide. I mean, and they still trail. Don't get me wrong, but that was big.
I don't know.
Like to say, that is
you and I are
huge.
the victim of some humor here in the press box, but
that's all right.
I know the three that are involved. I could care less.
Yeah, exactly.
Once again, if you're Pulaski County, you still got to look at each other in the locker room and say, "Okay, guys, it could have gotten away.
Yes,
this boat might have already sailed, but right now we're in this thing." And if you're Southwestern, I think you look at each other and say, "Guys, yes, they scored late, but we played a good first half.
Yes,
let's go do that again."
And you got to think, if the time of possession in the second half is like the first half, and it's still close, that's going to come into play in the fourth quarter, and it's got to.
And again, if you're Southwestern, the one pick you threw, was late in the half when you didn't think it was going to matter. But if you set the Wayback Machine now,
that turned out to
that did matter.
Yes, it did.
If Paul said he might have run that on them, made Pulaski use their last time out, ifs and buts for candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. We know that. But
if it's complete for a first down, whoa, what a great play.
Exactly, and we score on the next play, and we're up 3 scores at halftime and getting the ball, and everybody goes, man, what a genius. So I'm not second-guessing Coach Foley. I thought it was a good call.
Yes.
I did not think it would hurt, especially Pulaski with only one timeout and a quarterback who's learning on the job. Turned out, Pulaski got points out of it, and we've got a second half to look forward to.
Do we see more of the Wild Pirate?
Only if Pulaski gets the ball inside the 10-yard line.
I agree. That's my thinking, because Southwestern prepared for that. They practiced for that. If they line up, they know it's going to go to Cox or Williams.
I think you may see a little bit of two-back set where Pulaski puts both backs in the backfield to start with and use a lead back against some of this. But John Hines has got an offense that he's got a whole lot of stuff he can do. But I think Duggar's performance in that last drive, I think he's going to come out and put the ball in the hands of his sophomore quarterback.
Confidence. Now, the other option is that Wild Pirate, if they have a pass play out of it.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I've never seen Tristan Cox try to throw a football. I know Barrick Williams can throw the football.
Well, that was who I was thinking.
Yeah, he can. I've seen that. All right, if you just joined us, we're glad to have you. If you've been with us the whole way, thank you. This is our video game of the week, the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week here on LakeCumberlandSports.com. We do this next week. Here's how things are going to shake out. If you win this week in the playoffs, you keep playing. If you lose, get ready for, well, I don't even guess you get ready for basketball yet. Get ready for whatever it is you get ready for when it's turning winter time. But one of these teams will play next week.
Yes.
And we'd like to tell you that we know where they play and who they're going to play. We don't.
All kinds of scenarios.
The team that wins, it's all based on RPI ratings now. And as a result of that, we don't know. But the winner will play next week. The loser will be done. And the same with Somerset. If they should win, their RPI is high enough, they could be back in town next week. So that's what we know as we get ready here for the start of the second half. And if you just joined to stick around, this one's got all the makings of another one of them in this series that we've had between these two teams.
We expected nothing less, didn't we?
Again, I thought we had missed it late in the half, but no, we're right back where I thought we were going to be. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get ready for second half action here on LakeCumberlandSports.com.
Don't feel great? Just can't wait? Quick Care's open late. Just walk in for accidents and illnesses or for health services like physicals and flu shots. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West for over a decade on Hale Knob Road, just behind the hospital.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust. Someone you can count on. Now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us.
The people of this great land are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
And welcome back again to halftime here at PC Field, 14-7. Southwestern on top of Pulaski County in this district championship postseason style. Pulaski won the regular season district championship with a last-second win at Southwestern. They're now competing for a chance to move on to a region championship next week. As we said, it will be played based on the RPI ratings. It could actually be here in Somerset, or it could be at Covington Catholic, and it could be a lot of different places. But we're going to leave it till after a while, and we'll figure that out. Dwayne?
Yes, sir.
50 plays to 15. Pulaski got off on Southwestern. More importantly, Southwestern scored 14 points on 15 plays.
Sort of shoots the time of possession.
Yeah, some of these old theories just aren't really what they used to be. But,
yeah.
But we're getting ready to bring Paul Wright back to work, the voice of the Maroons. Both teams have come out of the locker room, and they're deploying. So, Paul?
Yes, sir.
You got to see some of the numbers and hear a little bit of what we had to say. Throw what you got in the hat here.
If you're Pulaski County, you can only hope that as this game wears on, if your offense can stay on the field, that you wear that defense out some.
They played for 50 snaps.
Yes. With Southwestern, get a couple big plays. You had an 84-yard run, a 34-yard run. If you can get one of those, you're happy to take it. Pulaski County, you can't commit any more turnovers.
Exactly.
And you can't give up big plays. You just can't.
And if you get inside the red zone, you got to score.
You do.
Look who's kicking off.
Yeah, Shepard is back out there. He kicked the one at the end of the half. So he has been on the field, but not for very long.
I just ate a Snickers bar.
Wasn't Johnny Hines Snickers bar, was it?
No, it's mine.
Okay. Southwestern with people standing no deeper than about the 24-yard line. It's Ware and Crisp, Ian Ware and Crisp, deep. Shepard moves on the football, and it is a squib that will go out of bounds. That's not what you wanted to see. So Southwestern, after the 5-yard penalty, if they want, can take it at the 35.
They're going to send the offense out, so
yeah,
they're going to take it there. Well, you used to tell me in basketball, and same thing in football.
I agree.
The first 5 minutes of either half usually set a lot of tempo.
I was thinking that before the first half ended, that the first 5 minutes right here, critical to this football game, and we'll see what develops. 14-7 on the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard.
They are going to make them kick again.
Okay. And again, Mike and I, we beat this to death all season. I like it.
I guarantee I like it. Now, the only thing I worry about is you are saying to Shepard you cannot kick the ball deep enough to make us respect you.
Right.
I know he's on a bad wheel, but if you can kick it over this 25-yard line where they – well, actually, walking one up to closer to the 30 is where on my side is
He kicked that one hard enough that if he can kick it to where the receivers aren't, they'll have a tough time.
Well, Pulaski had to go find some of the kick team. I mean, they were over getting ready to talk to the offensive coordinators about something.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Williams and Mr. Kane report late for duty, but they're here.
Second half, a close football game. To this point, we expected it. There's the kick. It will bounce and be taken by Ware at the 24. heading toward the outside, trying to get to the corner, turns it up and has run out of bounds in the vicinity of the 30-yard line, so they will lose yardage on the play, and a flag comes in late.
And again, those are the kind of things that if you just come out of halftime in a 14-7 football game and somebody gets a verbal or something after the play, those are the ones you just can't forgive. I don't care which way it goes.
No, you cannot do that.
Everybody's standing around looking. It's in front of the Southwestern bench. We haven't seen any reaction yet.
None.
Go ahead and call it on both of them and let's play.
Southwestern is going backwards.
In that case,
they will mark it from the 30, personal foul. They're going to mark it from the spot. It's going to be back inside the 15-yard line by the time they get done. Half the distance will be 13-yard line. No, from the 30 to the 15. Okay.
I know you guys have glasses and y'all may be able to see what's going on. That's the far side of the field, but to me, whichever player did it on whichever team, those are the kind of mistakes you just don't want to start making.
They ran way out of bounds over on the far side in the vicinity of the 30, and Pulaski had 4 or 5 guys over there, and I saw nothing. So
okay,
single receiver each way. That inverted wishbone with Crabtree in the gun. Crabtree takes it, hands off to Tanner Wright, and he will get about 4 to the 19-yard line.
What did they list him, about 5'9", 5'10", something
5'9", 175 pounds. They actually marked that ball to 16.
Yep.
So it's second down and 7.
I think he crawled the last couple there. But I love the way he hits the line of scrimmage with the football. I mean –
yeah, he and Brainerd both run extremely hard. If the two guys at East Jessamine ran this hard, they'd still be playing.
They'd have 1,000 yards a week.
Southwestern shifts out of that offense and goes 2 wide with a single back, and taking it as Crisp, and he will keep it and get across the 25 to the 27 and a first down as I think Caleb Adams tripped him up.
It was, and he's quick.
He is.
Crisp is quick. We have seen out of both coaches tonight enough formations and shifts and people lining up at quarterback. I'm glad I'm not a defensive coordinator. I bet they are too. So.
First and 10 from the 27. Just underway third quarter. Warriors by 7. Back to that wishbone. And they take it and hand it off to Brainerd, who hits Leighton Abbott and plows over him and gets out to the 32-yard line for a gain of 5, second and 5. You cannot let 40 get up ahead of steam, or he's going to go forward.
I remember a 44 that played for Pulaski named Mason Hilton.
Reminds you a whole lot.
It does.
Hilton was probably a little bigger.
But he squares up behind those pads, and when the contact comes, he's not slowing down.
No. Second and 5. Hand off to Brainerd. And he is hit and drags people with him to the 36.
Dwayne, how many carries did he have in opening half? Not many, right?
2.
So they've got him fresh. Of course, he does play defense.
Right. Jericho Dixon on the stop. He will gain a couple of yards out to the 36, and it'll be 3rd and a yard. Got 4 on it, I guess.
You kind of like 3rd and short if you're Southwestern.
Absolutely.
That's the bread and butter of this offense.
Hand the ball to 40.
Why not?
When in doubt.
Tanner Wright was not out there last play and is not out there on this one as Christian Walden is the other back. And they bobble it, keep it, first down. Brainerd got the handoff, got out to the 41, and that was dangerous.
Brainerd actually took the football away from the quarterback.
He did. Yeah, he did. Crabtree was trying to juggle it, and you're right. Brainerd just plucked it out of the air and got the first down, ball to the 41 in Warrior territory.
That was a very athletic play by a running back.
It was.
Those get on the ground every now and then.
Everything else was earlier today. Oregon and Oregon State started at 7:30. We're going to get on time for part of it.
Whack.
First and 10, Southwestern. They shift, and their quarterback goes out, and it will be Crisp who'll take the snap and keeps it, tries to go to the right side, cuts it up, gets good yardage, and gets plowed. Tristan Cox says, how do you do? But a nice gain in the process. He's going to pick up 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4. And Jason Foley will take 6 on first down all night long.
Without a doubt. And, again, that is the same play they have run for Chris. One of them went to the house.
Yes.
But 6 is a good number on first down.
We have played almost 4 minutes in the third quarter, and Southwestern has moved it from the 16 to near midfield. 2 receivers, 1 each way. They hand off to the third back in there, and he will get to midfield, and it will be 4th and short. Again, that's Walden.
It's just third down, I think, isn't
Yes,
it?
3rd and half a yard at that.
If I'm
Is that what I'm
Southwestern,
showing, Dwayne?
that is
29, not Walden?
that is exactly what I want to have.
Absolutely.
It is.
You know, Jason
It is.
Foley, again, give me 6 on first down and then run it. 3rd and 1. And they take it, hand off to Brainerd, big hole. Gets into Pulaski territory, makes one man miss, gets inside the 35 to the 33, and a Southwestern first down.
Again, that reminded me of last year. It ended up about 35 yards short of where the one did last year.
Absolutely.
But Southwestern, your kickoff return penalty put you in a hole.
Right.
Other than that, everything you've done in the second half has been very good.
And they may get as many plays on this drive as they had in the first half.
Well said.
1st and 10 from the 33. Crabtree takes it, hands off to Walden, and he meets Leighton Abbott and might have got a yard.
That's a good job. Abbott came clean that time. There was he got some penetration, maybe a step into the backfield.
I am looking.
I'm with you. I don't
For
see
number
Wright.
7.
I haven't seen him for several plays.
No. Ball's at the 32, 2nd down and 9. Hibbard left, Ian Ware to the right. They take it, hand off to Brainerd, and he goes to the 30. Jericho Dixon made the stop.
That was a sure tackle on a big man. Now for the first time you're in 3rd and long.
Walden, who is 5'9", 165, tried to block Tristan Cox, and might have been worse for worse. 3rd and 7.
Okay, there's
And Walden's going out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what we're doing because players are shuttling into the huddle, but they're going one at a time. Ware checked in finally at the end to give them 11.
And they're having to hustle to get the play off. Take the snap, hand off to Brainerd. Going to be hit, can't shake loose. We'll drive and maybe get a yard with a flag in.
Flags fly, and it looked like it was away from the football.
I think it was.
That would usually is a hold.
That's what you would think would be
It
a hold.
was. I could give you a number if you want it.
I saw it.
If you're going to hold, the one thing you don't want to do is hold after everybody else has gone away
Right.
and you and the other guy are the only 2 left. Interesting call right here.
I'm taking the penalty,
Oh, then the call's over.
and Pulaski will do that as well. Penalty from the 31 will put it back at the 41, and it will be 3rd down and 18.
See if the shuttle service continues off the sidelines again.
They were lucky that they didn't get a procedure penalty because
Right.
it's really tough to get everybody set. They did, but like you said, it was a shuttle.
Well, this is interesting. This is a passing down.
Right. 3rd and 17, 1 wide receiver, everybody else tight. Under center is Crabtree. Sends Walden in motion. Long count. Takes it. Pitches to Brainerd, trying to get to the outside, and he is hit and shakes loose.
Holding.
Yep.
And we got another
Coming
flag.
back. Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, we had a tackle.
Caleb Adams got tackled.
Yes, he got tackled back. If they go to the spot of that foul,
Yes.
this one's coming back a long way.
4:57 to go in the third quarter. Pulaski County hadn't had the ball yet.
But the last two plays have been very prosperous for them.
Yes, they're gaining yardage.
Asking John Hines if he wants the holding call.
And I do.
He's asking from where?
From the 38.
Yeah. No.
No. Okay.
It's going to be 4th and call it 14, 15, whatever that is. No.
No, he got to the 32. It's 4th and 9.
My bad. I might have taken it.
I would have. We disagreed with him last week, and he made us eat our words.
Well, well,
like you said, tough call right there.
4th and 9 is a tweener down.
Yes.
Well, they've gone to the big house.
Straight to the wishbone, nobody tight or nobody wide. They take it, hand off to Brainerd. Dances. Nope, they didn't. Kick it out to the outside, trying to get to the corner and not making it.
Nice play, Tristan Cox.
Cox made the tackle. Chris didn't get the first down. 4:38 to go in the third. Pulaski takes over. Southwestern killed almost 7.5 minutes.
With no points.
And no points. We've seen that from the other side tonight. How many plays did they run, Dwayne?
I knew you were going to ask that.
If you get a chance to add it up.
All right, I got you.
Throw the penalties in.
Yeah, penalties.
12 official plays.
All right. 3 receivers
so
left.
14.
One to the right. They liked one running as many plays as they did in the first half. Duggar, wide receiver screen to Williams. Cuts it up, 30. Spins, 35. Is hit and dropped, and he is just shy of the sticks. Second down and a yard for Southwestern. Ian Ware, I think, was in on the play.
We saw nothing out of that set in the opening half. None of the slip screen,
first
that
one.
part of the package. Well, Pulaski at 2nd and 1 is 28-21. LCA, that leads down to, and there's still plenty of time to go in the third.
Absolutely. 3 receivers right. 1 to the left. Duggar hands it off to Cox. Knifes into the hole. Drives. Where the official's at, right at the sticks.
If the far side guy spots it, it's first down.
The far side guy's going to spot it because he was the guy the closest to the ball, I'm sure. They will mark it right at the 36. They may measure, but
I could be wrong.
Yeah. First down.
I could be right.
Hey, turning real to good first down for Pulaski County at their own 36-yard line.
Well, the Pulaski fans finally have something to cheer about.
3 receivers to the right, tight end on the left side. Duggar takes it, wide receiver screen to Shepard. Goes to the outside at the 35, dances, might have got 3. Maybe might have got 2. We're going to mark it, I think, at the 38-yard line.
Yeah,
gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Couldn't get any push off that back leg, though.
No.
He's playing on 1.5 legs right now. You can tell that. Just the play that started this drive in mirror. They came to this side with it with a different receiver, but the three receiver pattern.
2 receivers left, tight end each way. Duggar hands off to Cox. Finds a little bit of a seam, lowers the shoulder, gets to the 40. 2 more, 3rd and 6.
Again, I like what Southwestern does, though. You know, Harmon is a big kid, and he does a really nice job of just messing stuff up, and he doesn't let you get outside. Saw where he is signed to play for a college, I think in Missouri, that I had never heard of.
Hunter Mason checks out of the lineup, and Bryson Brown checks in. Pulaski County, same formation, 3 right, 1 left. And they fake it, and he rolls. Sits, fires it off. He's got Shepard at the 45, lowers the shoulder, and he will get to midfield and beyond. And Pulaski County will have a turn the real to good first down in Southwestern territory at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, once again, a good pitch and catch right there. You had Shepard. All he had to do is, if he makes the catch, is to run through the first tackle.
And he did. 2 receivers left. 2 tight ends on the right side on 1st and 10. Cox in the backfield. Duggar takes it, hands off to Cox. Slips a little bit, drives, and gets 3. Nope, make it 2. They were at the 49, he got to the 47. 2nd down and 8. Now that defense played 50 snaps plus penalties in the first half.
Yep.
But they've had a long time to rest. 18 minutes at the half, and Southwestern kept it the first 7.5 here in the third quarter.
And Pulaski's well on their way to having an extended drive here.
Absolutely. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends right. 2nd and 8 from the 47. Fakes it, keeps it, gets hit and drilled.
There's that Harmon guy.
Yeah, Harmon came, and he was doing nothing but watching the quarterback. And Duggar loses yardage back to the 48 in Pulaski territory. It's 3rd and 13.
That means he bit on none of the fake.
None.
Great play by Harmon.
Well, he was coming from the backside.
Yep.
And I think what Harmon thought was, okay, if Cox is going the other way, he's not my problem. And he stuck to the quarterback and got it, and it's 3rd and long.
Well, that put Pulaski in a much different situation here.
2 receivers each way. Cox in the backfield. Duggar straight back, rolls right, all kinds of time, breaks down, dumps it off. He throws it to a lineman.
Yeah, that's
and
not
there's a flag.
Work. Yeah, that'll get a flag every time.
Yeah. Jason McEwen was open.
Well, they sent 4, and Duggar, when he saw the guy come clean, threw it to the same color jersey he was wearing. Yes. Unfortunately for him, they were all linemen. This is going to end up with a loss of down, so it's going to be 4th down.
Illegal touching. Loss of down, 4th and a bunch.
Yeah, I don't know if Pulaski was thinking about punting when it was 2nd and 10.
Oh, no.
I think they're definitely thinking about punting now.
Shepard is out to punt. Mason Hibbard will go deep. We are at 30 seconds with the clock stopped here in the third quarter. Each team's had the ball one time. Pulaski County's a man short.
Yep. The gunner just checked in.
Yep. As Chandler Godby checks in. The snap way high. Shepard goes back and gets it, kicks a wobbler, bounces over a couple of defenders, and is going to die at the 34-yard line. Southwestern, good field position with 21 seconds to go in the quarter.
May I say that each team put together a drive in the third quarter, and we got basically nothing, either team, to show for it. One more snap at least here in the third quarter before we get ready for the fourth.
And I think we've got an internet timeout if you want to go ahead and read a couple.
Well, no appointment necessary. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic. They're right behind the hospital, just off Bogle Street in Med Park West, right where they've been for over a decade. Quick Care is lab and x-ray equipment right there in the clinic, and they're open late. So if you've had an accident or you aren't feeling well, just walk in and let their highly qualified medical professionals take care of you. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West. And also a big thank you to the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships. They'll treat you like family. Also want to remind everybody that Henderson Chiropractic is committed to relieving the pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. Their helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need, the result you want. That's Henderson Chiropractic.
He tried to say Tanner Wright is back in the game for Southwestern. Just getting a break. He's been playing some linebacker too.
Yes, and you got to be ready for the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
I mean, he may see the football a lot.
Somerset has come all the way back.
Wow.
Well, those two teams like to play close games.
Don't they, though? Straight wishbone with Crabtree under center. Takes it, spins, gets it to right. Trying to head to the right side, and he is hit and picks up a couple to the 36-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8, under 10 seconds to go. The third quarter will wind down, and we have played 3. from PC Field, 14-7 Warriors on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Magic Monogram, conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger. Magic Monogram is a place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery. Also want to remind you that Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros offers a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties and a hassle-free experience. Did you know Skip Cottrell makes automotive service easy with our online appointment booking as well as special financing available? That's Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros. Get you back to when being on the move was carefree. Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. To find out more, visit them in-store at 4285 South Highway 27 in Somerset. Online at skipstirePros.com. Remember, at the end of this game, the Alton Blakely family of dealerships will have a post-game show on Facebook that will feature an interview with Coach John Hines. We'll also choose an offensive player of the game, the Somerset Community College offensive player of the game, and a Modern Systems defender of the game. All that to come up in a post-game show.
12 minutes, at least, until we decide this one. Pulaski County's offense would have to participate.
You said that, didn't you?
In order to force some extra time. And Southwestern's got it 2nd 8 from their own 36.
You said that, didn't you?
I did.
Okay.
I was thinking that before this game started.
Okay.
From the wishbone. Crabtree under center. And Pulaski jumped.
Yes, they did. Multiple jumps.
It'll cost them 5. It'll be 2nd and 3. Or actually, 2nd and, yeah, that'll be about right. 2nd and 3 from the 41-yard line. You can't help them.
Now, that's the interior of your defense, and the football literally is within.
You can look
you
at the
can
ball.
reach out and touch it.
Yes.
But, again, I'm sure the Crabtree went hard count. Those quarterbacks, they're
do
pretty
that.
good at that.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
That's a great – I mean, that's as good as you can get. Now, first down netted you 7. Do you know that?
Yes.
You thought it was 2. It turned out to be 7.
So 2nd and short. Crabtree takes it, hands off to Brainerd. Makes one man miss, spins. He'll have the first down and a couple of more as he gets down to the 48-yard line for Pulaski County. Kane and Cox will get up. And it will be 1st and 10 Southwestern from the Warrior 48-yard line.
If you just joined us, the third quarter was scoreless. It was 14-7 Southwestern at the half. That's where we find ourselves now, early fourth quarter on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
It was 7-6 in the first quarter of the first time these two teams played, and it ended up 15-12. Everybody scored in the fourth.
Okay.
From the bone. Quick pitch to Chris, running the same play he scored on earlier. Tried to cut, made some guys miss, breaks loose and picks up right at enough for the first down before Leighton Abbott made the stop at the Pulaski 41.
Wow, he came out of a wad back here at about the 49-yard line that I don't see how he escaped. He's a little bit gimpy as he gets up. But
he's got a one flap down right now as Walden checks back in, but a nice run by Crisp.
He got his teammates a heck of a run on first down.
Yes, sir. He's maybe got a hand or a shoulder thing, but
if you're Pulaski, I hate to tell you this, but the way the third quarter went, it was one possession each way, basically.
Yeah, you give up any points right here, you're hurting. They hand off the right, and he spins across the 40 down to the 38, spun down by Huff and Tristan Cox. They will mark it at the 38. It will be 2nd down and 7.
Harmon will check out.
And they'll bring in another lineman.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to go unbalanced or, they've actually got an extra lineman in the game. Probably reported as an eligible receiver. I didn't see anybody hold their hand up, though.
Actually, I think Harmon was playing the line maybe on the last play.
Maybe.
I don't know. No, you're right. They've got 6. They take it, spin on the counter, give it to Walden. Big hole. 35 breaks loose. 30. He will go the distance. Walden with a touchdown. 10:03 to go. Southwestern's up 2 scores.
Double stack of pancakes on
Yes,
the back end of
sir.
that. Did you see the block?
Yes, sir.
That was Maddox Mink.
Mm-hmm.
Double stack. He got 2 Pulaski players and pinballed one off the other and knocked both of them down.
So another long touchdown run of 38 yards.
Yes, sir.
And the usual suspects don't have them.
No.
We talked about Wright coming in and Brainerd.
Mm-hmm. Loyola for the PAT. Kick is up, and it is good. 10:03 to go in the game. The Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard says Southwestern 21, Pulaski County 7 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
That was huge. Once again, Quick Care, don't feel great, just can't wait. Well, Quick Care is open late. Just walk in at their clinic in Med Park West, just off Bogle Street behind the hospital. Hours are 9 to 7 weekdays, 10 to 3 on Saturdays. No appointment necessary for accidents, ailments, chronic conditions, as well as health services like sports physicals, flu shot, and health screenings. They accept most major insurance plans, and they can bill the insurance companies directly. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West. Also a big thank you to the Don Franklin family of dealerships for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of the summer savings at their Somerset locations. Visit them on Facebook, Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships. They'll treat you like family. About ready to go?
Absolutely. 21-7, another touchdown run of 30-plus from Southwestern, their third of the night, and that and turnovers, the difference in this football game to this point.
Well, yeah, the second half has had, 3 drives.
Yes.
One of them put up points.
Williams and Adams, deep for Pulaski County. Moore moves on the football, and Adams will come on and take it at the 19, 20, 25, 30. Straight up the gut, gets to the 40, and down he goes.
Oh, Rowan Pennington.
Yes, sir. Pennington with the hit. Adams with a good return out to the 41. And Pulaski County will take over right there, trailing by 2 scores. And I don't know that Pulaski is going to go strictly to the passing game, but at this point, you've got to pick up yardage in chunks. Pulaski County started another lineman out there. Ryan Dye, by the way, is on the offensive line right now, playing right guard. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Southwestern, Schoen bringing the blitz. And they take it. Rolling is Duggar. Fires it long downfield. He's got a receiver. Did he make the catch? Out of bounds. Chandler Godby made the catch inside the 30-yard line. Couldn't get a foot down as in coverage was Ian Ware in pretty good position. Duggar made a nice throw. They just couldn't keep it inside the lines.
And what you got to do, though, is Duggar will realize a little later on that that's got to be thrown 5 yards inside the field of play. Your guy can see it. The defender can't, and you let him go adjust to it.
Right.
Good catch by Godby. It's just the real estate had run out.
2nd and 10. 2 receivers right. Shepard to the left. And Cox gives it back to Williams, coming on the reverse, lowers the shoulder, runs over a defender, and gets near midfield before he is down on the tackle. Galloway and Asher. They will put it down at the 49-yard line. It's 3rd down and 2.
Well, without saying this is 4-down territory for Pulaski County, you have got to I know it's just 3rd down. But
well, the guy on the far side's got the sticks at the 48 and the ball's at the 49.
Yeah, and he's not even close.
He's just off a yard.
Well, now we're going to get a whistle as
timeout.
Wait a minute.
That's Pulaski County. Pulaski County with the United Cumberland Bank timeout. 3rd and a couple from the 49-yard line with 9:15 to go. They trail 21-7.
Banking's easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why more Pulaski Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC. CC's Furniture. Brad Carroll and his staff at CC's Furniture are proud sponsor of all the local football teams in the Lake Cumberland area. It's a hope here at CC's that all the coaches and all the student athletes have successful and injury-free seasons. Come visit us at CC's Furniture. We'll be glad to help you with all your home furnishing needs. Go Teams. Well, we just decided to take that yard
Yes,
away.
sir. Third down and 3. And Cox takes the handoff, goes to the right side, is hit, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And it is 4th down and a couple.
And once again, that's Asher on the bottom of that one.
Jason Foley he came into this game saying Tristan Cox will not beat me.
Well, Asher and Brainerd and Harmon, along with Kelly and a couple others, have done a heck of a job.
Yes, sir.
Up front, because Cox has yet to break anything.
Right. Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Barrick Williams is in the backfield on 4th down. And he takes it. Quick pitch to Williams, trying to get to the outside. Southwestern gets there in a hurry. Pennington and Harmon. And the Warriors take over on downs. And that may not be the death knell, but it hurts.
Well, if you're Southwestern, you look up at the scoreboard and you're up 2 full scores, and your drives in this half has lasted 6 minutes and change. You take the football and do your knitting right here.
And they have been extremely patient, they're taking their time with the offense.
Yeah, have they thrown a pass in this half?
No.
It won't get any quicker.
Well, and I don't blame them.
No.
The clock is your friend.
1st and 10 from the 46. Here comes that inverted wishbone. Godby takes it, gives it to Brainerd, makes a cut, gets to the 40. He may go 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Southwestern.
No flags.
No. Gideon Brainerd, 46 yards. And the touchdown.
May I say to you, the one previously might not have been the death knell.
That one was.
The Undertaker is singing.
8:22 to go in the game.
Once again, that's Brainerd on a straight dive.
Yes.
And once he clears the line of scrimmage, there are 8 more guys that have a shot at him.
And
he ran off and left them.
That is the 4th guy
to score
out of 4 that have scored. Noyola with the PAT. It's up and good. And Southwestern has stretched the margin to 28-7. What was 46, Dwayne?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, once again, that's a beat-up defense that's out there right now. But that one, they stepped through the line of scrimmage. It wasn't like you thought they were going to do anything except run the football.
No, they're going to run the football.
And that's just good blocking at the point of attack, and Brainerd took it to the house. The hole is as deep as the Grand Canyon right now. The Pulaski's
absolutely.
They may try to come out of this, but they're going to have to start climbing real quick.
They're going to have more than one shovel.
Yeah, the big shovel.
And if you're Pulaski County, you got to go quick strikes.
I think there's, 9 seniors on this football team?
I will count them
8 or
for you.
9, something like that. We'll get them in a minute.
Caleb Adams. I'll show Canyon Smith and Tristan Cox. Jacob Shepard, Zach Huff, that's 5. Levi Belcher, Evan Cherry, that's 7. Willie Nelson's 8. Hunter Mason is 9. There you go. More to move on the football. A high, short kick that bounces in front of Adams. He picks it up, drops it, falls on it at the 23. So if you're Pulaski County, you need a big play. You need something on special teams, need something positive to happen. And tonight, through the first 3 1/3, it's just not.
Well, I'm not giving Jason Foley advice because they've done a great job tonight.
Absolutely.
Here's what I'm doing. Some teams will go into a prevent, start falling back off the football. I challenge Duggar. I'm up 3 scores. Now, if I'm only up 2 scores, I play it differently. I'm up 3 scores. I make Duggar run for his life.
Oh, absolutely.
I send him everything I've got.
Has Pulaski County thrown it deep over the middle tonight?
No, they haven't had time to throw it deep.
Couple to Godby down the left sideline is all they've done. 5 receivers deployed. Duggar takes it, rolls left, getting a little pressure. Goes back the other way. Southwestern tries to trip him up, and he runs out of bounds at the 29, maybe the 30-yard line. So going to pick up a few on the play, and it will be second down.
Yeah, but again, Dylan Asher is a down lineman. He's a hand-on-the-ground lineman.
Yes.
He came through that time with nobody, untouched. And that's been going on all night. Now, I don't know if they're confusing the blocking scheme up front or Pulaski's designed to let somebody come free and Duggar just run off from him. I'm not sure the scheme.
2nd and 5 from the 28. Again, 5 receivers deployed. Duggar takes it straight back. Now he's got time on this play. Fires it over the middle, almost picked. Tried to go to Abbott, and Pennington got 2 hands on it, couldn't hold it. 3rd and 5.
Wow. That was there for the taking.
Absolutely. They did throw it about 25 yards over the middle.
Again, but you changed your running scheme tonight. Abbott's not carried the football, and that's his strength.
Right.
And you've turned him into, I guess, a tight end receiver.
2 receivers each way. Nope, 3 as Abbott's in the slot over there. Straight back. Again, only a 3-man rush. Duggar fires it long down the sideline. He's got Williams who tries to cut back inside and can't get to it. Southwestern had a guy there in Josh Walden, but Williams had a shot at the football and just couldn't connect. It's 4th and 5.
Yeah, they ran 2 deep routes. I thought Chandler might have been the initial receiver.
I'm not sure.
But it was 10-yard. No, I mean, it was to Williams, I'm sure, at the end of that. This is 4th and
ball game.
Close.
4th and ball game.
4th and ball game, yeah.
4th and 5.
Southwestern has checked. So they're going to go with 3 down linemen and a dime package in the backfield.
Yeah, they've been dropping 8.
Yep, they got all the receivers and 2 linebackers.
Duggar takes it. They bring one more guy. Duggar rolls right. He will get to the outside. He will stretch it. He will dive. Where's the spot? Wow. It's going to be close.
I can't tell from here.
I cannot either.
First down. Got a chance being right.
Pulaski County with
Turner
Realty Group first down.
And actually the push from behind is what propelled Duggar to the first down.
They will mark the ball at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. 4 receivers out. Abbott in the backfield. Straight back, firing it deep down the sideline again, and it's picked. Josh Walden gets this one. Williams runs him down at the 32, but Southwestern will get the football up 3 scores, 7:43 to go, and it is only a matter of the margin.
Last we heard, Somerset and LCA had come back to be tied at 28.
Tied at 28,
Is that what we heard? So try to keep you posted on things like that. Don't forget at the end of this game, there will be a Modern Systems Defender of the Game chosen and a Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game chosen, and we will do the Alton Blakely Family of Dealerships post-game show on Facebook with Coach John Hines. That will all come up in our post-game.
4th quarter score, Michael, on the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard. LCA back in front of Somerset, 35-28.
Wow.
Media timeout.
All right, it's giving me a signal, and I think it was either he's thrown me out of the game.
Internet timeout.
Or we've got a timeout. So I'm going to remind you one more time. Any sport, any season, sport physicals at Quick Care are only $25. Don't make an appointment. Don't pay for an office visit. Don't sit around a waiting room for an hour. Quick Care gets you in, out, and on the field for less. They're conveniently located right behind the hospital, just off Bogle Street in Med Park West. And they're open late, 9 to 7 on weekdays, 10 to 3 on Saturdays. Quick Care, serving Pulaski County for over a decade. I started to say for over 10 years, and I knew that's not really what it said, so I had to look back and make sure that I wasn't.
I know you went to Somerset, but 10 years is a decade.
Are you in the market for a new home? You can start the mortgage process from the comfort of your couch. Citizens National Bank Quick Mortgage is our convenient online mortgage application, allowing you to shop loan products, check rates, and I started reading this so you'd leave me alone, and get pre-qualified. It only takes 20 minutes to fill out CNB Quick Mortgage application on your single, mobile-friendly website.
Remember back a long time ago when LCA scored to go up 35-28?
Now it's tied.
Somerset has answered. It's 35. They were going for the extra point, 35-34 a moment ago. 35-35, Pat says.
Southwestern.
Pat is doing camera work.
I know.
And
I don't know how he's doing it.
I don't either.
Southwestern will send a substitute in very late, but we've not started a play clock. We're still waiting on the media to come back. Where have they been? The presidential race is over. Who are they covering? It's all media.
I don't know.
All right, let's go.
Crabtree takes it, hands off up the middle, pick up about 3 as Tanner Wright pinned by Leighton Abbott. And it will be second down, and we've got 7.5 to go. Southwestern up 3 scores.
Well, if you're Southwestern, what you would like to see, another of those long gash runs would be exactly what you'd love to see. What you'd like to see is about 6 or 7 carries of about 5 yards each and move the chains.
Absolutely.
And let 30 seconds or 35 seconds run off the clock between snaps.
Single receiver each way. Crabtree takes it, hands off to Brainerd. Nice cut, gets to the outside, gets to the 40, drags people with him. Tristan Cox makes the tackle at the 44. Cody Nichols in there as well. A flag comes in late, and they might get Pulaski County for hitting with the headgear. Yep, that's going to be the call, and Southwestern will get 15 free after getting the first down. How quick is Brainerd at 5'10", 220?
Well, the games that I've seen him play, he is deceptively quick.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to leave it at that. He takes what you don't call sprinter strides either. He takes short, choppy steps. But, again, he manages to leave people behind, so that tells me he's got –
that last touchdown, he ran off and left, folks.
You know, Deion Sanders called that next man speed.
Whatever it takes. 1st and 10 from the 41 for Southwestern. Crabtree takes it, hands off to Wright, hits the hole hard, finds a seam, gets down near the sticks, right at the 31, and he will stop the clock. They may measure this.
Well, I'm going to coach again.
Yes.
You're up 3. There's a couple guys that are essential for your next week in this Southwestern offense.
I agree.
One of them just carried the football.
Right.
And, you know, as soon as we maybe get one more score, whatever the thing is, I get him out.
He got a 10 for the first down at the 31. Yeah, if you're going to take a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I want everybody out there. And off to Brainerd, behind the left side of that offensive line, makes a cut to the outside, and he's going to get close to the sticks, and I think beyond. He will get to the 20 as Leighton Abbott runs him out of bounds. It will be 1st and 10 Southwestern. The only thing Brainerd did wrong was stop the clock. Of course, the first down was going to do that anyway.
I think Southwestern's actually looking to put another score on the board. That's exactly what they're thinking right now. And we mentioned these have always been close except for a couple.
This one's
going to fall into the couple category.
It is. The left side of Southwestern's offensive line.
Pretty good.
We're talking Matthew Loy and Dylan Asher has done a tremendous job tonight.
Yeah.
There's the snap. They hand off to Wright. Hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the last times we may get to say a tackle by Tristan Cox.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do some what-ifs while we wait on the runs of clock.
Sure.
Southwestern, more than likely 99.99% going to win this football game.
Correct.
Next week, here's what could happen.
Yes.
They could be at Covington Catholic.
They can.
They could be at home against
Frederick Douglass. That's what could happen.
Those are the 2 scenarios that are in play. So if you want to check scores later tonight, that's a good place to look.
And they hand off to Brainerd behind the left side of that offensive line. Makes the first guy miss and is finally drugged down. Leighton Abbott was in there.
I think we've got a penalty on the play.
Yep, there's a flag.
Holding.
Near the line of scrimmage.
On that left side of that offensive line you just complimented.
Well, of course. That's always the way that works. They will mark it back to the 31-yard line, and it will be 2nd down and 21. 5:18 is all that's left. 28-7 on the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard. This is the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week on LakeCumberlandSports.com. Crabtree on the counter. Gives it to Walden. Makes a nice run. Leighton Abbott throws him down. Cox gets in there as well. He picks up about 3 to the 28.
Walden's not very big. I know you said they listed him at 5'9".
5'9", 165.
Okay. I'd be off on that one a little bit just on visual, but
Southwestern's got some seniors on this football team.
They play a lot of younger guys.
Asher and Pennington and the Wares and what have you. Bear in mind, Gideon Brainerd and Tanner Wright will be around in 21.
Oh, I know. Crabtree too, right?
Mm-hmm. No, Crabtree's done.
My bad.
Southwestern letting the clock run down. Will they take a timeout? They will.
They were doing that for me.
A United Cumberland Bank timeout with 4:28 to go. Southwestern up 28-7. Read something news.
Getting the counseling help you need never been easier. Intrust Counseling is now providing counseling and case management services using your phone or computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit their website at www.intrust-healthcare.com and get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. I want to remind you one more time that during the post game we will give out a Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game.
We will.
And a Modern Systems Defender of the Game. Those will be handled by Paul and Dwayne in my absence as I will go down to the field.
We have gotten close to being done with that. So
and we're going to do an interview with Coach John Hines, and these are tough interviews. But he's a stand-up guy, and I'm sure he will give his assessment of the game. That'll be the Alton Blakely Family of Dealerships post-game interview live on Facebook.
If you'll leave that stuff with me when you leave, that'll be handy.
Always will.
Under center, Chandler Crabtree. Spins, hands off to right, dances to the outside, and is caught by Ryan Dye and dropped the 27-yard line, so a gain of couple.
777s on that play, a double seven tackled a single seven, but again, Dye is another of those guys that'll be back on this defensive front. And Pulaski, the cupboard's not going to be bare. No. Southwestern's cupboard. Pulaski's got a pretty nice bunch coming back. They definitely got some big pockets that they're going to have to fill. But
well, you listen to some of the guys from London, some of the media guys, and it's always North or South Laurel's year.
Yeah.
And when we get to this point in the season, it always seems that Southwestern's playing Pulaski County and the other folks are at home. I'm just saying.
Well, since about 2009, I think you've been correct. Timeout, I think.
Yeah, I think what happened with the Warriors there is the clock was about to bite them. A United Cumberland Bank timeout.
Since 1979, Modern Systems have been defending communities all across Kentucky and are proud to be part of the communities they serve, committing time and work sponsorship to numerous charities like Project 5810, Relay for Life, March of Dimes, Heart Walk, local school programs, and many more. Modern Systems, your neighbor, your friends, and they work 24/7 to protect the things that matter most to you. From homes to business to schools and churches, let Modern Systems be your trusted name and security. Also, 2020 has been a crazy year, and a lot of things have changed, but some things stay the same or even get better, like Somerset Community College commitment to students. They're committed to offering a high-quality education, a personal experience with great faculty and staff, and the lowest tuition in the area.
All right, Southwestern on 4th and long, still with the offense out there from the 27. And they take it and hand off to Brainerd, who gets down to the 20-yard line before he is hit and stopped as
they're marking him just short.
Yes, as Caleb Adams and Cade Sullivan on the stop. He comes up 10 yards short of the first down. That was the original marker. Pulaski County's got it going the other way with 3:32 to go.
SEC offers online, hybrid, and in-person classes and makes it easy for students to enroll. Somerset Community College offers classes in 8, 12, and 16-week sessions. SEC's campuses and centers are safe, clean, and ready to welcome you, and we thank them for their support throughout the season and all of our sponsors.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. And Duggar rolls left. Looking for a place to go. He finds Shepard wide open at the 25, jumps over a defender, picks up yardage out to the 36-yard line. They keep the clock running, but they'll stop it for the first down. Or they're not going to stop it for the first down.
Well, these guys you said were from Bell County?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
They may be ready
Got
to
a
go
long
home.
way to go home. That's right.
Maybe they live in South Bell County.
Ball at the 36-yard line. Single receiver left, 3 to the right. Straight back is Duggar. Fires it long downfield for Godby again. And he played pretty good defense right there to keep Josh Walden from picking up another one. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Shepard, you see some of these kids, you grow up, you get to know, or they grow up, you get to know them a little bit. He's having to play on a bad wheel, which is very unfortunate. He's kind of been a Swiss Army knife for this Pulaski football team between kicking and receiving and all the other things that he does. And tonight he's playing on a bad leg. And
you've got a lot of guys you have to replace, and you talk about Tristan Cox, but with the Swiss Army knife thing, you're talking Jake Shepard and Caleb Adams. Those two guys are going to be hard to replace.
Yep.
Take it, fake it to Abbott, fire behind Godby out across the 40. It'll be 3rd and 10. Yeah, Adams, he does holding on the PATs.
Yeah, he's involved in –
plays defense, plays offense, returns kicks, returns punts. Shepard kicks off and punts and up until tonight returned kicks. So those two guys have been busy. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. And Godby under pressure going down the sideline toward Palmer. Antonio Palmer makes the catch, breaks loose, and he will make
he's going to
house call. 64 yards on the touchdown, and Palmer put Pulaski County on the board late.
Palmer is about a 6'3" receiver, and he was about a half a foot taller than Walden.
And just went in and took it away from him.
That's going to be a Citizens National Bank touchdown.
Yes.
It's going to be passing through the Rick Barker red zone.
Yes, sir.
A Cumberland Realty Group first down.
Yeah. Turner Realty Group first.
What'd I say? Whatever.
Cumberland, I think. But
that ain't right. Turner Realty Group first down. And it's still a 2-score game. PAT to follow.
Duggar with his 2nd touchdown pass of the night. Logan Corson out of the hold of one Caleb Adams. Snap is down. Kick is up. And it's good. 2:45 to go in the game. The Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard says 28-14 Southwestern.
Well, this gives us a chance this will be our final broadcast of the year. Obviously, the Southwestern side of our partnership
sir. Don't forget those guys.
They will be busy again next week.
And hang in there. We should be able to let you know where sometime soon.
And we can hope that the Somerset crew is still going to be working next week.
Yep.
That one was still 35-35 last time we heard an update, so we're going to let that one ride for a minute. But for all of the people who make this possible, we thank you and you thank them. If you followed us all year, you know the names like I know the names. They roll off your tongue. But they make this happen, and we're blessed in this town that tonight, with the limited number of seats that they were allowed to sell, that people are able to enjoy this. And it's the sponsors who make this happen. So if you'd like to be a part of this team, Lake Cumberland Sports is there. You can go to our webpage, you can go to the Facebook page, or you can call Kevin Lloyd or Paul Wright or me or anybody directly. We'll hook you up, and we'd love to have you join our team. Basketball season may start in January. Who knows?
Ryan Miller said no. He said he doesn't think so.
I'm not arguing with him because that's his job.
He did send that picture he talked about to Julian, too, by the way. All right, Pulaski with the onside kick. The ball goes 10, is picked up by Harmon, who tries to get to the edge, and he's heading down the sideline at the 30. He is at the 20. He is hit and dropped inside the 5.
Well, Harmon knew what was coming.
Sure.
And he caught it going right to left on your TV.
We talked about it last week, I think. We saw 44 from Pulaski County.
Yep, you brought back Webb's name, and I couldn't pull it out of the air, and I appreciate you doing that.
And they kicked it on the bounce, and he went straight up the middle. They will mark it at the 6, 1st and goal.
Technically, you can't run it out with taking a knee right here, so Southwestern will probably run from they're trying to get their offense on the field.
Right, well, the play clock hadn't started, so there's plenty of time.
They're short a few linemen right now.
And Crabtree will go under center. Takes it, spins, gives it to Wright, and he scores. Tanner Wright from 6 yards out with 2:35 to go. And that is the mark, I believe, Mike, of a young coach.
Probably because long memories, but I said if you got to 25, you're going to win it.
Oh, yeah.
You had enough at 28.
Well, no, that's not the thing. I mean, like you said, you cannot take a knee and kill it.
Yes.
Okay, you're going to have to run it. But I don't do it with my first-string offense.
Well, again, it's a big rivalry.
Kick is up and good from Loyola. 35-14 with 2:35 to go in the game.
I'm certainly not disagreeing with you. Memories are long and billboards are big.
Right. Well, and you have different philosophies on that. You know, Bobby Bowden used to say, you know, you don't want my team to score, stop them.
Yeah.
And I understand that philosophy. But, again, if you've got Covington Catholic or Douglas coming up next week, I don't want my starting tailback to sprain an ankle trying to get an extra touchdown with 2 minutes to go.
Let me give you another scenario that's not going to happen, and I'm hoping and pray it doesn't.
Yes.
Remember last year in the Whitley County game?
Uh-huh.
Whitley County was beat, and they decided and they committed a couple of pretty bad plays, penalties, and they almost had a brawl at the end of that game.
Yes.
Had it turned into that, the team that won would have been in dire straits the next week.
Absolutely.
And you just don't want things. And again, I hope nothing like that ever happens in this rivalry because I like this rivalry.
Here's one for you.
These are too good. Oh, no. 52 to what?
No. Fourth quarter, Covington Catholic's up big. So's Frederick Douglass. Southwestern may be at home next Friday night, boys and girls.
Well, I don't know where you're getting these scores, but good job.
From the boss.
Oh.
Adams takes it at the 14. Up to the 20. Finds a seam out to the 40.
You're kidding me.
He is trying to get to the outside and does. And the kicker can't get to him. He gets to the 30. Gets to the 22 or so, and he's pushed out of bounds.
Right. That's Tanner Wright that threw him out of bounds.
Tanner Wright runs him down with 2:33 to go. Pulaski County will have it 1st and 10 just outside the Rick Barker red zone.
What's you said one way? You get a touchdown.
You get a touchdown. Exactly.
We've gone from a defensive struggle into a –
yeah, and you know, when this game got to 28-7 with 8:22 to go.
Over. It was over.
It was over at that point, yeah.
Now we're margin.
Yeah, now we're
playing on margin.
Correct. 2 receivers, right? One to the left. Duggar takes it, stands up quick, throws it down the sideline. Williams going after it, reaches up, incomplete. And I'll be honest with you, Walden had as good a shot at it as Williams did. Walden reaches up and gives Williams a pat on the helmet as he heads back to the huddle. 2nd down and 10. 2:18's all that's left. Southwestern will play at home.
I'll get the stats from you later tonight.
Yes, sir.
The number of plays run in the second half I thought was going to be minimal.
Yes.
The way the third quarter went.
Not so much.
Now not so much.
Yes. Same formation for Pulaski. And Duggar takes it, rolls left, looks for a place to go, gets by the first guy, gets to the 20, and runs out of bounds. Chased out over there by Galloway. And he will get inside the 20, inside the Rick Barker red zone to the 18, 2nd down and 6.
Well,
I'm sorry, 3rd and 6.
This has been an interesting fourth quarter.
It has.
I'm looking for stuff right now, so just forgive me.
Okay. 3 receivers, right? Antonio Palmer to the left. Wouldn't surprise me a bit if that didn't come into play right here. Duggar takes it, rolls right. Gets a block from Duggar, throws it on a bounce. Tried to get it to Shepard over on the far side with Pennington there. They slap hands. And again, as you said earlier, Mike, the fans sometimes get a little riled up. The players, you know, they're glad-handing and patting each other on the back. And, I mean, you just go out there and give what you got and go from there. 4th down and 6.
See, this is not like baseball where they play a 7-game World Series.
Right.
This is a one-and-done thing.
Sure.
And these guys realize that on any given Friday night, one team beats the other one every now and then. And Southwestern's been the better team tonight.
Absolutely. Duggar with pressure. Sets, fires it back to the other side. Tipped, and picked.
Got it.
What a catch. Great
Double
INT from Alex Farler.
Acrobat, my son.
Yes, sir.
Now you take a knee.
Yeah, he gets the pick, tips it in the air, makes the catch,
both feet
and
in.
got both feet down. Yes, sir.
As they say, both of them.
(35-14). Play clock is running. We have 2 minutes to go in the game, and Crabtree will come out to take the snap. They've got a lineman Waite getting out there. They come quickly to the line of scrimmage. Crabtree takes it, hands it off to Walden, who picks up about 4 before Lake Nabbit drops him.
Now, if I'm driving the car back to Bell County and I'm in this crew, well, never mind. I see a timeout signal.
Johnny Hines takes a UCB timeout with 1:54 to go. And I know why. It will be second down at about 6.
I'm just going to say thank UCB for getting on board this year on their timeouts. We had the Rick Barker Red Zone. We had Turner Realty Group first downs on here.
How about the Citizens?
We had Citizens Bank touchdown call. We had Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Magic Monogram?
Magic Monograms fashion report.
Yeah, that's right. That fashion report's been around a long time.
You know, and that's one of those things. That was an accident one night. We were being silly before a basketball game.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, they were delaying everything, and that one came out of the hat. Let's not forget the whitest cabinet, keys to the game. But it was just one of those that came out of nowhere, and then we kind of.
And the rest, as they say,
the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Second down and 6 for Southwestern from the 14-yard line. Tree takes it on the counter, gives it to Tanner Wright, cuts at the middle, and he may go. Nope. Hit at the 30 and dropped at about the 32 as Cody Nichols.
Yep.
He's played a pretty good football game tonight, too.
He had a pick earlier.
That's a first down out at the 32-yard line with 1:47 to go.
Well, why the play clock didn't, finally the game clock. Finally.
They had to get the chain guys took a while to get down the field this time. They're getting tired.
Well, you tell the guy that's holding the one that's got the 1 through 4 on it, you hurry up and get up here.
Get there and stop. Yeah. Exactly right. Up, Southwestern jumped. Pulaski County had a guy flinch, and one of Southwestern's offensive linemen moved. It'll be 1st and 15.
Well, this one, as we thought, would end quickly. In the third quarter
went fast.
Was about as quick a quarter of football as you're ever going to see played.
Yeah, the first
somewhere John Kane smiled.
The first half was pretty normal, and the third quarter was quick, and the fourth quarter, as usual, not so much.
Glacial pace here.
Absolutely.
They're in the Herschel's formation.
Yeah,
I wondered when this would happen.
Southwestern goes to Herschel Walker's favorite play, and Crabtree takes a knee.
Now I'll go back to what I said earlier.
Sure.
Guy in a white hat.
Yes.
They've already started the 40-second clock. That's
well, as long as they don't stop the game clock, doesn't matter. They've got to snap.
Well, I understand. Snap it one more time.
Got to snap it one more time if they wait until the clock winds down, and they're going.
Hey, these guys watch TV.
They know how this works. Everybody knows but Wes Miles.
This one's going to do it.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
We're under 40 seconds. So Southwestern takes a snap. Crabtree goes to a knee. They do not have to snap it again. The players are saying hello. And this one is over. Southwestern wins the district championship 35-14. If everything holds according to plan, they'll be at home against Frederick Douglass next week for round 3 of the playoffs. Mike Kerr is going to head down to the field. We'll be ready to get him in just a minute, as Dwayne Clark and I have been talking about players of the game, and the Alton Blakely family of dealerships sponsor this post game. Check it out in Blakely Ford's Built for the Holidays sales event. Save up to $11,000 plus 0% financing for 60 months and first payment not due for 90 days on select 2020 Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition, and Fusion. Mr. Clark?
I concur.
Our
offensive player of the game.
Our offensive player of the game, brought to you by Somerset Community College, is
Barrick Williams.
All right, and what did he do for the evening?
He had 7 catches, 74 yards.
Right.
Also had 5 runs for 14 yards. And he's involved in a lot. He's a highlight reel.
Absolutely. And our defensive player of the game, sponsored by Modern Systems, is, for the last time,
Tristan Cox.
Tristan Cox, the senior heading for Purdue, finishes his career by being our player of the game. And that will do it for us. Again, next week you can see video, and I'll bet that will be from Southwestern, as the Warriors, as things look right now, will play Frederick Douglass in the third round of the playoffs. For Mike Kerr, for Dwayne Clark, for our cameraman Pat Harris and Jeremiah Jones, for Kevin Lloyd, and our thanks as always to Brian Miller and the folks here at PC. 35-14 Southwestern. This is Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West High School football, presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Good night.